Let's reload. And get what I wrote. Because this thing never works right. Control, please. Done. Refresh. Test. Okay, let's make sure that works too. Test. Cool. And then what else was I gonna do? Look that up. We are gonna find things. Find ability points. Can we stop with the frickin' ads? I'm pretty sure I already found this one.
Hey, all your food, was it good?
I mean, I was hungry, so. Anyway, we're picking up control. We got DLC to do. But we're gonna search for ability points first. Because I've got a bunch to get. I want to upgrade my powers. I'm pretty sure I've already gotten this one. Supposedly this one's at the top of the stage. I'm following a guide right now to find all the missing ability points. Pretty sure I got that one. Let me make sure. Let me verify. Is it the tippy top? Yeah, I've gotten this one. Okay. But just for the fun of it, we'll go up there anyway. Yeah, I think I remember finding this one when I was searching.
NSC. Northmore Sarcophagus Container.
That's new.
The two previous directors both lost control while dealing with paranatural forces.
Word?
I don't want to make that a rule.
Oh, okay. Is that what that stands for? NSC? Now I know. How did I never see that before? I guess it only pops up after you beat the game. Yeah, I already got this one. Because the box has been taken, so clearly I've gotten this point. Word. There's a TV here with a fireplace. Alright, neat.
Why do you dress like that as a wash girl?
You think this looks like Tracer? I think I still have... I don't have... Okay. Volume might be a little loud. Alright, so let us find out what else we have to do. We gotta go to Maintenance Quarry Entrance. Let's look at this video and see what we have to do. Maintenance Quarry Entrance. We'll speed it up too. I'm fairly certain I've gotten this one. Is it behind that wall? Yeah, it's behind that wall. So we've done this one. They recommend blowing up the entire wall to do it, but we don't have to actually do that. There's a whole area back there that has all sorts of secrets. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I found this one, because it was the mold place, yeah. Maintenance Quarry Entrance number 9, okay. You go to the right. Oh, right, there's a thing right there. Did I get this one? I'm fairly certain I got this one too. But let me double check and make sure. You gotta climb up. Where does this lead us? Yeah, I think we got this one. I'll make sure though and verify, but I'm pretty sure this one has been found. Unless there's something I'm missing. There's a door there. Okay. Yeah, that's this. Okay, I've gotten that one. That was the secret. Research, central research. Research, central research. Oh, this is the puzzle. Okay, yeah, we've done this already. Well, surprised me. Apparently I've already done most of these. Hey, Spec Ops. I'm looking at my phone right quick to find hidden ability points. So this game is kind of like Metroid in that you're supposed to explore a map, and as you progress, you get keys to allow you to get access to other areas and things, and you also get new abilities. But then there's secret portions of the place that are called hidden locations, and you're supposed to find them. They're not necessarily, I mean, they're hidden in some cases, but most of the time they are just locations that are like a little bit out of the way that require some special maneuvering or maybe an ability or just paying attention to the world around you to find. And once you find them, then they reward you with ability points. And ability points are basically what you use to unlock all your abilities, like different tiers of strength of attacks and things like that. So I've done most of them, I think, but I'm looking at a video to like verify that I haven't missed any of the obvious ones. There were a few pretty early on that I missed, like in the beginning areas, because I just never backtrack. Hey Jesse, what's up, man? I'm looking at all the hidden locations that I need to find ability points. You already know what that's about. Since I've already finished the main story, I'm searching for all the ability. Yeah, I got that. I got that off stream. I played through the boss rush. I haven't started it yet because I'm trying to farm ability points before I do it to make sure I've gotten all the ones I can get. Research, active threshold. Oh, what the heck? This was here the whole time. Did I miss that one? But thankfully I've gotten most of them, so yeah, I just need to backtrack a little bit. I don't know if you've ever seen this game before, Spec Ops, but it's pretty cool. It's a third-person sort of tactical shooter with paranormal abilities. You can float, you can fly, you can grab people with your psychic ability, kind of like force powers. And you are the director of this building. The story is kind of... I'm not going to say the story is inconsequential, but they don't really attempt to sort of explain anything, if that makes sense. It's I mean, there are explanations. It's up to you as to whether or not they're explanations that would be satisfying. Let's put it that way. But the game is really fun. I enjoy the game a lot. And I've done the main story already, so all that's really left is to do DLC, which the DLC will... This last bit of DLC I haven't done will get triggered once I've talked to somebody, which is why it's my current mission. So before I do all that, I want to explore and get these ability points that I've apparently missed that I didn't know were here. Like, see, I got an ability point, and it's a hidden location. And sometimes they give you a secret item. And the ability points are good because I can use those to upgrade my stuff. So it's like that. It's like little hidden out of the way areas that you may have missed, which clearly I missed this one because I wasn't looking up in this room. Moldy dudes. Cool. Alright, so let me get to the fast travel point. And we'll see where we have to go next. How have your days been? How are you guys doing? Thank you for coming and watching me, by the way. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. Research active threshold. That is true. We have to bathe the dog. Gotta go to the restrooms. Apparently there's a ceiling. Okay, so I gotta go to the restroom downstairs. Bought some getting random stuff handled. Bought some glasses, but I think I used the wrong vision. Oh no. That's no good. So are they gonna charge you much more? Is that what's gonna happen? I bought my most recent pair about a year ago. And I got them from, I didn't even see this was here. I got them from Zenny Optical. And it was a good deal. Yeah.
Do you know why I don't like the game control?
Why don't you like the game control?
Because there's no story. Nobody talks. And if they do talk, they talk weird.
They talk a lot. You weren't paying attention to any of the story.
Nobody has any bonding or development. It's sort of like a, you know what I'm saying? There's no interactions really. There's no feelings in this game.
There's no feelings.
There's no emotion.
It's not dramatic enough for you? Is that what you're trying to say?
It doesn't have to be dramatic. It just has to have like some sort of up and downs. It just kind of feels plateau the whole time.
The story is very meta-contextual. Do you know what that means?
No.
There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, behind what you're able to perceive. Okay, containment logistics. So that's probably why. There's a lot of clever storytelling, but it's not direct storytelling. It's storytelling by reading journals, by inferring information that's been given to you, by watching the videos and things. But yeah, it's not your typical story, that's for sure. Alright, central logistics, right? Where is logistics? I think that's it. Alright, man. I'll be right here. You know where to find me.
Who's watching?
So far we got Jesse and Spec Ops. Spec Ops was here for Metal Gear.
Do they know about my mural?
Ceiling, yes. These are all people that have seen that 100 times. This door was here? How did I miss this? How did I completely miss this?
2 more classes until I hit 100.
That is going to be impressive. Are they going to give you a free class?
No.
They charge you nothing for the free?
Photo opportunity, and then I can write my name on the bar.
They should give you a free class for that. Be like, yo, I made it.
It's more like a pat on the back moment, not really being like.
I completely missed this room. I didn't know this was here. That is crazy. All right, cool.
Why is there dead farm in there?
He didn't make it. You okay, bro?
What did he do?
He looks like he's in bad shape. Oh crap! I'm using this gun.
What did he do?
He got killed. He wasn't wearing his chest plate. If you don't wear the Hedron resonance chest plate, then you're in trouble.
We don't wear ours.
That's because she's a director. She can do whatever she wants. She's basically Super Saiyan Goku. I don't know how I missed that ability point entirely. That one should have been obvious. All right, so what's the next one? Logistics. Still in this room? Are you kidding? Oh, I was about to say, I was about to get mad. All right, go through security. And then where to after that? It's the doors that open. Okay. And do I have to go somewhere left or something? Oh, wow. How did I miss this? Were these not available? I bet these were just not available, and now they open up later. That's so lame. Uh, golly. Either they hide these really well, or I'm just not paying attention. Clearly. Where's security? I gotta go through. I went the wrong way. But yeah, Spec Ops, highly recommended game. If you can get it on sale, I would recommend it. Really good. If you like actiony third-person shooters with tight controls, you'll enjoy it. Just don't think too deeply about it. I mean, you can think deeply about it, but this game was made by the team who made Alan Wake and Max Payne. And so if you're familiar with those games at all, then you'll kind of understand where these games fall on the spectrum of game design and storytelling. Very yeah, this was like the first relevant title that really pushed the ray tracing stuff. I think it was the first major title that had that as a feature set, and was like the best example, or I guess the only example really at that point, of how the ray tracing, because they're infected by hiss. On the PS5 does have the ray tracing mode. However, it cuts the frame rate down to 30 FPS, and I can't play the game at 30 FPS. It's really distracting for me, so I just keep it on 60 because the game looks fine at 60 on the PS5. I don't.
Well, explain how you went from like
Container upper
intern
panopticon.
to a director.
I was always a director.
No, you're not.
I had a flashback to being an intern because my brother made me see a weird flashback. But that wasn't reality. That was his dream or something. Panopticon, containment. Did I already do this? I feel like I already did this. Let me verify. I'm looking at this weird video. There's a bunch of enemies spawning up in here. Okay, word. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I did this one, because you're supposed to just go all the way to the end of the wall. Yep, okay. So we want to go there. All right, 19 has 20. Upper Panopticon at containment. Do you just have to climb to the tippy top or something? A lot of these hidden locations are like super high vertical places where you're supposed to like just fly up and keep climbing until you can't climb no more. Now, there are some areas that have like hidden invisible ceilings where obviously you can't go, but you'd be surprised like the amount of verticality that the game affords you. Because there's definitely places where it's like you just got to keep going and going and going and going, and then you'll get there.
Are the stuff in the dishwasher clean?
No, it's not.
It's not.
All right, let's go to the Panopticon. We'll make sure that we didn't miss that one,
Dishes.
because I want to ensure that I got all of them.
Wash dish.
Panopti.
Too many dishes.
Hopefully I sound okay. Let me know if I need to adjust my audio, if I'm too loud or if I'm too quiet. You know, give me a heads up, please, and I will adjust accordingly. I think I bumped the gain up.
This paranatural power contained in one place is a risk.
Yeah, I agree.
Makes me wonder what other dangers are locked away inside the Bureau.
I agree with you, Jesse. That is very dangerous. Alright, I'm fairly certain. Is this it? It's on the 5th floor? Maybe that's why I missed it. I'm pretty sure I got this, though. Oh, I didn't! How did I miss this? How did I entirely miss this whole area? This is whack. I'm such a poor exploration guy. I thought I was doing well, too. I thought I found a bunch of stuff. There's even a log here. Typewritten page procedure.
Ends and reality begins. Here they're all the same. It's a hideous trap. My every thought.
Hello, Alan Wake.
Fear, desire. How can I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just lost in my own fantasy?
Goodbye, $600.
That thought alone can drive you insane.
She got a white girl ass. Look at how flat her butt is. You see
I
that?
mean, she's Jessie. She's the director.
You see how flat her butt is?
Yeah, so. Ooh, what's that? Is that coffee? That looks like coffee to me. I didn't know this was a whole thing here. I didn't know this was a whole thing. Okay, cool. That, I don't believe that was there previously, because I'm pretty sure I would have seen if this thing was here. That looks like that was recently created. Someone broke a hole in it. Moving parts can crush and cut. Stay clear of that area during operation. That area, baby. Alright, so let's find out what we are missing. I think we only have one more, right? We need to go to containment and the transit corridor.
Do you like dogs?
Dogs are fun. And, okay, I've definitely found this one. This one was like a little side door over here. Okay, I think that's everything. That's all the hidden locations. Unless, of course, there's new hidden locations in the next area, which is possible.
Do you like me?
I like you. I don't know why you keep asking the same question. All right, word. Spec Ops, did you listen to that new podcast with Die Hardman? It's pretty cool, huh? You're pretty cool. I listened to most of it. I still need to listen to like the last couple minutes. Nice. I got 8 points to burn, baby. What are we going to get? We're going to get shield energy recovery. Because we're a G. Oh, you should. Put some time to listen to it. Highly recommended. Really good stuff. Beautiful. All right, I got 4 points left. Do I want to levitate longer? Do I want to levitate longer? I don't know if I need to. I barely use melee, that's for sure. Siege duration could help. I think I want to levitate longer. I can float for a lot longer. Yeah. Cool. I wonder if it's possible to max out your abilities. I'm going to assume it is, but I don't know if I've got enough ability points to do it, so... I barely use melee. Melee costs a lot. Holy crap. The melee tree, the whole melee tree is like 1, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4. Like, that's crazy. Why would I ever bother doing that? Alright. Now what I could do... In containment, I can kill enemies. In executive, using charge. Alright, so let's just go to containment. Are we in containment? Is this containment? We are definitely in containment. And they want me to use which weapon now? Using shatter. Alright, so we just gotta kill enemies in this room. Or this area, I should say. And some have already spawned in, so how wonderful. Don't die. Oh my god. I went down too far. I probably should have just paused the game and exited so I'd avoid dying. Every time you die, you lose 10% of what is basically the currency that in this game. The currency is like, it's a material that you use to craft items, you use it to craft mods, you use it to upgrade stuff. It's sort of like a generic catch-all thing. They call it the source.
Hello, ma'am. I heard about your little tussle over in Nostalgia.
What's that?
So, good house cleaning and things will get back to normal, right? Right? I mean, are normal, anyway.
Give me a sit rep.
Can I get a situation report for the sector?
Whew, okay, we still have to perform a proper inventory of the cells. Lord knows how many altered items snuck out during all this. Staffing. We definitely lost some people. We're gonna have to hit those college career fairs, am I right? Huh.
Hard to imagine the FPC at job fairs.
The Hiss are still tearing up the place faster than we can fix it, but the containment sector is stable.
Ish.
Considering the alternative, I'm happy with stable-ish.
It's true. It's not.
We can't.
However, it shouldn't say that. Oh, it does say that. Man, what is wrong with this game? Twitch is such a whack. I hate this. It keeps changing my thing back and forth. Done. Update. Thank you for that. Yeah, for some reason the PlayStation keeps trying to change what the title of my thing is.
Any thoughts on me serving as director?
So it keeps doing that.
Was a sudden change.
And I don't like it.
Oh, no complaints so far. Trench was all...
Hopefully it's fixed now, but let me know if I need to adjust anything.
Approachable. But if I can give you some advice, ma'am, keep a grip on who you are. I've
Cool,
been here
thank you.
a long time, and I don't know if it's the job or this place, but people change here, and not for the better.
I'll try to keep my head on straight.
And the thing is, I definitely changed it before the stream went live. Part of the problem is I don't think Twitch has a listing yet for Control Ultimate Edition on the PS5, specifically that version. There's a listing for Control, and normally what's supposed to happen is when you start a game on the PlayStation, when you're streaming from the console, it'll automatically update the category, the game category, and then it'll put whatever title you've written. But for some reason for Control, it removes the game. There's no game listed, so I have to enter it manually on my end. And then if whatever title you left previously will be the title when you go live, which obviously the last game I played on here was Resident Evil 6.
Are you asking if I'm quitting? Oh, no, ma'am. I'm not having some mid-level agent make a mess of my panopticon.
Panopticon?
Plus, I'm racking up serious overtime hours with this lockdown. Just don't take too long clearing out the Hiss. My cat gets separation anxiety.
I'll do what I can.
Okay, man.
He must have gotten a pet sitter.
I hope you did.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here.
But yeah, good looking up, Imani. Appreciate you, man. I heard you got your vaccination. Hopefully I'm getting mine soon. There's a place locally nearby that my parents were able to get vaccinated at. And they told me about it, and they're like, yeah, we're taking people. And you already know about the pre-existing conditions clause. So hopefully, with any luck, they'll be giving me a reservation. Oh, you didn't? You're going to wait till next month? I mean, you know you can get it, right? Like, I think Georgia has cleared that next category of folks. Word. Yeah, I figured if I get the opportunity to do it locally, which I think I'm going to be able to, I'm going to do it. I'm tired of worrying about it, you know? I want this to end. Just get one less thing to worry about. I mean, I'm still going to be masking up. Like, there's no... I think masking is going to stick around for a while. There's not much getting around that for sure. But just knowing that, you know, you have the vaccine is a load off your mind. Something less to worry about, you know? The moment that I changed the category to Control on Twitch, I now have 6 viewers. How funny is that? Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming by to watch. I appreciate all of you. You're all amazing. Twitch does not want me to succeed, apparently. So I had to go back, thanks to Bimani in the chat, finding the missing link, fixing things for me, clearly. So how are y'all doing? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all healthy. I can't see a thing. Holy crap. This game is pretty good. I enjoy it. I feel like my thoughts on it are that the DLC that is included with the Ultimate Edition kind of allows you to break sequence and do stuff out of order. And then, yeah. that gets you overpowered for endgame content. You came in coincidentally, had nothing to do with the change, which I didn't know happened. No, you're good. It was just funny because I was explaining to Bimani earlier that the issue is whenever you stream something on the console's great, right? Streaming from the PS5 is a good experience overall. I think it's much better than the PS4 ever was. However, there's a little finicky thing where whenever you go live, whatever you've named your stream before you go live on the Twitch page doesn't matter, because the moment you hit go live on the console, it's going to update it to whatever the console said, right? But not only does it do that, it also, while you're playing, apparently, change it again. And I don't know what triggers that second change. So you can type in whatever title you want on the stream manager. You can post it there. You hit live on the PlayStation, and then it changes it to the PlayStation. That's fine. Oddly enough, the description doesn't change. The go live notification doesn't change. That is set to whatever you've written on the webpage.
Why is her butt all orange and stuff?
It's like Metroid. But yeah, while I'm playing, it changed back to Resident Evil, and Vimani noticed it and was like, "Okay, great. Like that's not what it was." And since this is I guess this game is too new, no one at Twitch has added this to the database. This version of the game specifically, I have Control's on the website, but not Control Ultimate Edition, which is what this is, and it's also the PS5 version. That's not on their little database. So yeah, because it's not on their database, I have to go in and manually type in the correct category, and that also gets removed. So yeah, Twitch is fighting me to like properly label what it is I'm playing. Okay, I think I found all the ability points that I need, and I need to go talk to the board, which they're at the Hotline Bling. They're always holding me down, man. You know it. They don't want to see me succeed, man. They don't want to see us succeed. Ooh, I got this. Give me that. What is it? Shield efficiency. What a waste. Let me clear out my stuff.
Okay.
Was it good? Did you enjoy the meal?
It's just so powerful.
What do you mean powerful?
The chicken is so powerful.
I made some chicken shawarma for dinner. It was pretty good.
The chicken is so powerful.
But according to my wife, the chicken was too powerful. This is some powerful chicken. Powerful shawarma. I don't know. I thought it was pretty decent. It tasted pretty good. Okay.
I heard you closed the
Yeah.
portal.
Once we get more people in here, sure.
I thought there were already
We could just flush out the stragglers.
I've already talked to this guy.
I'll see you later.
Know where I'll be.
Know where I'll be. Yeah, baby. All right, so I guess we're going to go to the director's office and then go from there. Actually, I may have made it longer to get there. Yeah, it's that Shoom fit.
Oh my god.
Shoom, baby. It kind of reminds me of Metroid, like a Samus Aran suit a little bit. It's got a whole Samus look. I appreciate it. You gotta do shum, baby. You gotta shoom on through. If you do all the shoom things, then you can shoom to your liking. Yeah, it's like a various suit, exactly. See, Jesse knows what's going on. With the Lara Croft, with the original Lara Croft bust. It's the original style of bust. Polygonal fantasy. The ashtray maze wasn't available in Shum. Well, that's not good. I guess I have to go from here. Apparently that's why they added it to the game, because enough players requested it. I looked into it. And you can play it now. You can just play it whenever you want, because by popular demand, players want their ashtray maze. My wife is doing the, she's doing the dishes, so apologize. She has a little BMO on her back. Oh, that little weird, like, yeah, it's strange. Here, we'll take a closer look at it. It does look kind of like a BMO Adventure Time. Yeah, that's the outfit. Apparently, this is all I can get. Every other outfit was either pre-order DLC or PS4 exclusive. So that one suit that you were talking about, is PS4 exclusive, and I can't get it. But as far as I know, I have access to every outfit that I can wear, save for the PS4 one, which seems like an oversight, right? Because PS5 Ultimate, yeah, exactly, right? Like, I think the assumption was that it included all of the DLC, which, yeah, I saw the hair on a picture. I was like, yeah, it looks kind of crazy. But since I never pre-ordered the game, I missed out, and I can't get it. I think there's a total of 3 outfits I can't get. I think one was called like Tactical Response or something, which basically like gave her like a vest or something. And then there was the Astral Dive suit, which is the PS4 exclusive. And then there's one other one that I can't remember what it was about. So yeah. Unfortunately, I do not have access, and I don't think I ever will. I was also looking into it. There's like a whole Kojima thing apparently in this game, and I don't think I have access to it. I don't think they've given me the ability to access it, even though I definitely have the content from the season pass. I also think that's also some type of oversight. At least I hope it is. So yeah, I don't understand it. Notice.
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling
Hotline bling
through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond.
All right, here we go. We're officially starting the DLC. Uh-oh. Situation crisis. Uh-oh. We opened the door tree in maintenance.
Problem in the Foundation. That was Autism.
It was in the Joy Division.
We need to check this out.
We need to check this out. Yeah, I think it was in like the sensory deprivation chambers, where that little freaking. Because I was so curious. It's like, why is there a recorder here and I can't play it? And I looked into it, and that was part of the Kojima thing, like the Kojima experience or whatever. But I can't do it. I don't have access to it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not there. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll try to look into it. But I feel like they probably didn't include it in the Ultimate Edition for whatever reason. And I came to that conclusion because maintenance restricted area. She said it was in the janitor's office. Oh, it was all the way over there. Okay. Well, let's go over there. Let's go to the Foundation. Yeah, I came to that conclusion because they didn't include the other DLC, the other outfits. So it's like, yeah, word. Thanks, guys. So much for Ultimate.
Transdimensional. This place really suits Ati. So that bitchin' is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
PC players have the option of hacking stuff, I'm sure. That's the way you do it. Just hack it, baby. Who cares what anybody says, as long as you can hack it. Let's touch the tree. Oh, it's so bright. Are you going to a different area entirely? I don't care about personnel protection. Foundation.
No time for sightseeing.
Look at that font.
This was an emergency.
Oh, there's a whole new map. Look at the map. Look at the map. Are we even further underground? Makes you think of Mars? Well, I'm glad I'm wearing my Martian suit. I get my shield back when I hold the shield out. Word. The heck are those? What emojis are those? Word. Woo. Nice. Grand Pooh Bear. Oh, you can pull icicles? Stalactites? Not icicles. Stalactites. What's the difference between a stalactite and a stalagmite? I know y'all learned that in school, baby. Baywatch.
Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
There's plenty of them. Yeah, but you gotta know which one's which. Without looking it up, clearly. So you guys remember. Everybody said you guys nice. Congratulations. Y'all win. Everybody in the chat wins. Every time I walk forward and that rumble happens, my controller shakes, and I keep thinking I'm running into an enemy. It was probably science.
Crystals
Oh,
are
there it
pretty
is.
pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
You remembered it because it was interesting. It was a legitimately interesting fact. That's why. There's more of that sand down here. I hate sand. It's dry and coarse and it gets everywhere. Is there a control point around here? I feel like there should be one. Can I get down there? Can I crouch? I feel like I should be able to walk down there. It's like the one of the most standout mnemonic in your life. Nice. Yeah, that's how you remember stuff, man. Oh, there it is. Okay. Is that it? Or is that just a log? It's a tape. Who's Ash? He spelled paleontologist correct in first grade.
Just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. No one does. How did we miss it?
How did we miss it?
Northmore. Acting director in Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making
Department of Workplace Security.
at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this. We find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony.
Hated irony.
Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. Son, the supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking to step over the threshold.
I think the rocks would be more believable if they didn't move when you walked into them. I think that's part of the reason why I don't believe these rocks. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not going to convey the rocks with any type of like sensible weight that makes sense, then why should I believe that this would hurt somebody? But like this is a problem in games with like physics simulations, right? Like the fact that I can walk into this rock, which in reality should probably weigh close to 100 pounds. Like you're not just gonna kick a rock around like that. Like a rock of that size and that mass, you're not just gonna like kick it around. You know, and if you use it to hit somebody, it's like, yeah, I expect that to do damage. Like the weight is all wrong. Like the way the weight feels, it's just a thing, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. If that's what it feels like to me. Oh, I can't open it? Bro. I'm on a set. It might as well be styrofoam. Precisely. You read my mind. It looks and feels like styrofoam. But when I hit some, like, I want that to have weight to it. When I hit somebody, I want it to, like, leave an indent. Alright, I think I might need another ability or something to get to these. I can't get that. Can't break a slider. See, Qtaro gets it. Like, if you're gonna ask me to suspend disbelief, at least be consistent, right? Like, doesn't seem like this is a very consistent logic to this.
Bottom of the oldest house.
Hey, what's up, Marshall?
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless
We haven't seen you in forever.
she's dead.
Oh no, Marshall, don't die.
Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
She did. Well, that sucks. I hope you're not actually dead. Because I would be disappointed. What's good?
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified.
Word.
Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep.
And that's why she ran off.
And our men. Nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house.
Word.
Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
Are you the only one? Girl, you should have asked me for help. I could have helped you earlier. I didn't know you were going down here. Light is coming through. Interesting. I got some of these things. Are those enemies?
Yes, found my way down here too.
Interesting. So it's just like a big maze, right? We're just sort of chilling and exploring at this point. I keep looking up for stuff to climb to because now that I'm aware that most of these freaking areas that I missed were all vertically oriented, I'm like trying to be extra cautious about areas I need to explore. Can I like climb up there? Oops. I guess we're dead. Alright, let's fly up. Can we like hit that? No? I know, right? Are we not allowed to like go over there? Is there a trick that I'm missing? Well, I guess I'm dead. Goodbye. Oh, it doesn't kill you. Oh, interesting. It just takes off a little bit of life. I can't go higher than that. There is a trick that I'm missing. Can I like grab on one of these ledges? Hey Talia, how are you? Talia made it. She's in the chat. She's here to hang with everybody here. We're playing more Psychic Power Extravaganza, the video game. Come on, stop falling on the... Stop it. I can't do it. Stop. Nope. It's just gonna fall over, isn't it? Oh, maybe it's gonna stay. Yeah, look at that. It's made out of paper. You are absolutely right. Don't be a chicken while having your gin and juice. Ah, no, it's too high. It's too high. Can't get up there. Well, they're probably telling me something. Definitely not bad. You're right. Thank you. Maybe I just can't get it right now. Please don't vacuum seal on. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's going well. We are playing the new DLC. Research Site Delta. Where are we? I mean, it's not new DLC. It's been in the game forever. But I'm playing it for the first time. I am definitely enjoying it. Alright, let's clear this area out. And to think, once I'm done with this, I can play something else, like Chicken Run. I shall. Everybody seems to love the Rock soundtrack. They do have songs, but they're very rare. I would play the song for you that I have. However, if I do play the song, my stream will get muted. Because that's what happens when you play the in-game song that belongs to a band. So that's why I won't play the music for you. But it's pretty good. It's a great song. It has some good tunes. Hey man, what's good? What's good, Rufio? Majin Rufio is a great dude. He's very chill. He says he has bad brain. Okay, so yeah, if you like the Max Payne soundtracks, I think you'll enjoy this because I think a lot of the same people who did the soundtracks for those games were involved in this one. Whoa, what are you? You're a new enemy type. How are you doing? We got new enemies. We got miners down here. We got partners down here. But yeah, this game is pretty fun.
Pickaxes now.
Hiss Sharpened. Word. You were just thinking about the Max Payne OST today, Great Thieves? Yeah. And this song's pretty good too. But again, if I played it, if I go to my menu, if I was to go to my menu and I go to my collectibles and I go to my multimedia and I scroll down to the section that says music, and if I was to sit there and hit play on the music on this old Gods of Asgard song called Take Control, which is everybody's favorite song, if I was to do that, then Twitch would say no, and they would completely mute my stream. So unfortunately, I can't do that. But I can say that the name of the song is called Old Gods of Asgard. That's the artist. And the song is called Take Control. You might like it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what you want to Google on the YouTube, on the BitConnect website to listen to some good songs. Who knows? But if I did that on my stream, if I played that music on my stream, no. They would say no. And it would be over. I just want you to know that. You know what I'm saying? It's on the song is on the blockchain. You can download it. It'd be great. Give me stuff. Give me stuff. Oh, I finally got another shifting fragment. Late goodbye. But yeah, these guys are rock heads. The people who make this music. People who really work for Remedy in general, they like rock music. What is that? It's from Chase? Okay. I'll do it after I'm done, Talon. We got a healthy crew. And in fact, actually, since we have so many people here, some of you may or may not have seen this. I'll go ahead and mention it briefly. I think I know most of you have, but in case you haven't seen it, my wife is doing she's entered a mural contest. The final day for it is coming up pretty soon. And if you guys can check out that website, you have the ability to vote for which artworks you like. I know a lot of you have. Oh, beware of toxic geysers. A lot of you have already, and I appreciate you very great. But if you haven't yet, check it out. Appreciate you. Thank you, Imagine. Check out the artwork and vote on it. You know, you get 2 votes. So if you can vote for both of hers, that'd be the ideal situation. But you know, do what your heart tells you. Let's see.
Well, you have to select one in each category. One is in the one is for regular time.
Oh, by the way, Talia is in a band called Ionoma. Actually, you might like them, Vector. They might be right up your alley. If you have a link to your website or to your YouTube, Talia, and you want to post it, you can post it in about a minute or two. You have a few minutes. Feel free to share your music. Talia's her band is dope. They're kind of like a synthwave style. I have a feeling it would be right up your alley, Dead Vec. I feel like you'd really enjoy it. Vector also does music occasionally. Check him out. Good band. Alright, I guess we're just exploring at this point. They want us to walk around until I see a bunch of stuff, I suppose.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension.
Oh, wow.
What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
Cave bleed. This whole place is falling apart. Holy crap. Yeah, so I see the enemies in this area are level 7, so that makes sense. I see what you guys meant by, like, putting the other segment. These guys are like the dudes, like, that's pretty cool. They still have the look that they would normally have. That's pretty neat. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Oh, of course I'm full. When they say that the worlds are like melding, like they actually are melding. Alright, let's clear out our items. I have too many mods, man. I got too many. Squinty nod. Can't see anything? Can't see anything? Alright, here we go. Get rid of it. Man, that's not good. These mods are no good. I've got so many Prime mods. And I can't do it. Yeah, Rufio knows. Rufio knows. Rufio! Bro. We don't care about that one. Headshot damage plus 73? Maybe. Maybe we care about that one. Do we care about that one? We do care about that one, because that one's better than the one we currently have. Word. Thank you, Wirt. See, long as we're going to be very happy. In fact, she's sitting right next to me. Wirt finally voted.
Okay, cool. He voted, yay!
My name's partner. So Majin Rufio is a cool guy. I guess by definition he is a variety streamer.
Where is your phone?
Where's my phone? It's almost dead, so I'm charging it.
But where is it?
He plays everything. I don't know. It's over there. It's charging. Like I said,
Where's
the phone's
there?
almost dead. I turned it off and I'm charging it. I left it in the other room. You love Rubber Ducky? Yeah, I think most people love Rubber Ducky. I think Rubber Ducky's pretty cool. Rubber Ducky seems to be the favorite.
You want to tell them the story of Rubber Ducky?
What's the story of Rubber Ducky?
You got a bunch of Rubber Duckies from a claw machine.
Oh, yeah. Rubber Ducky. Yeah, we went on a cruise a long time ago with our sister. Well, my sister-in-law, her sister.
I wish I'd brought Emily with me. I could really use my
Head of research.
right about now.
And there was like, I think a period of time where claw machines were half off or something.
Yeah, for some reason they had a special deal where you could like do a claw machine for like a quarter as opposed to like whatever exorbitant cost it was, and it was one of those games where you just keep playing until you win. So it's like a claw game. So we ended up leaving that cruise with like 10 rubber ducks. And they all have like, yeah. Do you have them still? No, you put them upstairs.
I do. I have them.
There's a bunch. There's a cowboy one, which just makes me laugh because it makes me think of partner.
There's a duck dressed like a sheep.
Marshall?
There's a sheep duck.
Marshall!
And then there is a zombie
You're
duck.
alive.
There's a Frankenstein duck.
Wait, where's Marshall?
There is a mummy duck. Did you know?
I saw the
Remember my
I
mummy duck?
I saw the mummy duck.
And there was a duck that dressed like
Wait!
a fox.
It's Jesse!
You remember
The
that?
director!
I like the fox one. That's the one we were trying to get. Marshall, where are you? I didn't see Marshall. Did you guys see Marshall? I didn't see Marshall.
And there is a duck that
Whoa. This place is huge.
that has a ghost cosplay. You know how you
Marshall?
throw a
Ghost duck.
Can you hear
yeah,
me?
a clean blanket
She
or
was
bed
on the
sheet over your
hotline,
head
so
and poke
that
holes in
person
your
couldn't
eyes.
have been Marshall, right?
And that's
One
exactly
problem
what
at
the
a
duck
time.
has.
Let's
Oh,
see
and
what's
there
going
was
on
a
with that
mama
pillar
duck?
first.
Like the duck that dressed like a mom.
Mom duck.
Yeah. You remember?
Big duck mommy.
I gotta go.
Yeah, just go get the ducks. Like, I don't know why you keep talking about them. Just go get them. You can just show it to everybody. Mama duck. All right, so there's lots of high areas in this place. Places where they expect me to climb up, and I can't do it yet because I can't reach any of these areas. I have a feeling like these discolored ledges here are telling me that I probably need something in order to reach them, and I don't have it, whatever it is. Because I've played video games before, and I know a video game mechanic when I see one.
I don't know what happened to my sheep duck. You remember I used to have
Thank you,
a duck?
Talia. You're so wonderful.
Did the tree go chew it up or something? Maybe that's what happened. You remember I used to have a duck that dressed like a sheep?
I feel like I do, but I don't know where it is.
This is the regular
So if you have to put it in front of the camera, no, just go in front of the camera. Not in front of me, in front of the camera. You can get closer to the camera. Our camera's on top of our TV, so you're gonna see rubber ducks here for a bit.
That's a regular rubber duck.
Please enjoy our ducks.
And this is where I got an inspiration for my new one. This is the regular duck. And I have a duck that dressed like a fox.
The fox duck is pretty cool. Yeah, I have to admit that one's pretty cool.
It's got ears and it's got a tail.
Show them the cowboy duck. Do you still have the cowboy duck?
They're in the bottom.
You gotta show
Oh,
them
this is the Frankenstein duck.
the Frankenstein duck. That's Frankenstein.
The neck here. I don't know what that's the neck bone.
You gotta show them partner duck.
This is the scarecrow duck.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the scarecrow duck though.
Well, it's like the duck that, from Wizard of Oz. That's a scarecrow, right?
Is that a scarecrow? Yeah, I think it is.
And this is the mama duck.
That's mom duck. Yep.
Very, very like a mom.
Can you see me behind the duck? Oh, thank you for the bits, much. Appreciate it,
I
man.
have a duck that has a beanie.
Is that a party duck?
Yeah, with a party duck.
It's not a beanie. Is that a beanie? No, that's a party hat.
Party hat.
Yeah. She's like, that's a beanie. It's like, it's not a beanie. It's a party duck.
And then I have a duck that dressed like a mummy. That's a mummy duck.
That's the mummy duck. Not to be confused with the mommy duck.
Mom duck.
It's the mummy versus mommy.
And this is the owl. I don't know why the owl is green.
That's an owl?
I imagine it's an owl. What else would it be? It's a
I guess it is.
dressed like an owl.
I don't know. It looks kind of strange.
Like alien. And this is the duck with the ghost cosplay.
That's the ghost duck.
It looks like an egg, but that's actually a ghost.
Did you show off the partner duck or no?
I don't think I have a partner.
You don't have a cowboy? I thought you had a cowboy duck.
I need to maybe go look in the bathroom.
I'm sorry. I guess we don't have partner duck.
I'm gonna go look.
Is there a chicken duck? There might actually be a chicken duck.
We
Actually,
had a sheep duck.
there There was a sheep duck. There was a duck dressed as a sheep, but then that one was I think the dogs ate it. I hope they didn't eat the partner duck. That'd be sad, partner. They had so many ducks. You guys have no idea.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing
Partner.
the interior is dangerous.
Oh, there's a save point over there. Okay, well, we'll listen to these multimedia later. Emo, partner. My mom got a Galadriel duck for her birthday? Yo. Did I say that right? Galadriel? Galadriel? Is it Galadriel or Galadriel? So many rubber ducks. So yeah, she basically referenced that duck. Oh, from Lord of the Rings. Of course it's from Lord of the Rings. Balrog duck. That'd be a huge duck. The yeah, we got a ton of them. You saw most of them. I feel like we had some more, but I guess either we lost them or something. What is this? Ancient cave drawings. And there's a little control symbol right above. Interesting, yes. That seems like deep lore to me. We need to hear about this deep lore. I got your, you don't have to spend the money. Well, you know what? Since you spent the money, Dead Vec, we're gonna go ahead and do it. I guess we're out of ducks. We're all out of ducks, y'all. I hope you appreciated the ducks that we did have. When I'm finished with Control, the first game I'm going to play after that is going to be Chicken Run, just for you, Deadvec. You better be in the stream, because if you're not, I'm going to kick you out of here.
How do I get more ducks?
I want to complete it, baby.
How do I get more rubber ducks?
Repair the nail. That's the director's duty. That's the director's plot. Authorized for a single new tool upgrade. Okay. Use it to save us. Left self or right weapon. Only one is permitted. I'm going to use my weapon.
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Yeah, I'm pretty gonna use... Choose the game! Choose! Yeah, I'm gonna use my guns, because my guns rule. Right weapon will grant fracture, undo. Okay, wait, so I have to... If I shoot it, it will break over time.
Do they have a sheriff duck?
There is a sheriff duck. I knew there was.
They have a, you see the whole cowboy?
Yeah. Yeah, I knew we had a cowboy duck. I've seen the cowboy duck. Shape manipulate. Can I get both of them at one point? Or do I can only choose one here and then get one later? Is that the idea? Yeah. Alright, Talia. Yeah, I think I'm gonna choose mobility over breaking stuff. Alright. We're doing this one. Because I need to be able to move around, man. I gotta get from point A to point B. We are tweaking, cultivating the ability, you. Because that one lets me move around. Always, the mineral roots particles grow with upgrade self to shape and plate. First directed to earn receive this. Word. I should feel handled. I should feel handled. Yeah, always choose the ability that gives you mobility. That's what I always choose in video games. More mobility options tend to be better. Those are those dang spots. You know what I'm talking about, partner. Certain crystal formations crumble after being stepped on. Okay, or after being shaped, I should say. Word, homie. That tends to be my choice. If I have more ways to juke you out of your pumas, then I'm going to use them. Because the name of the game is breaking ankles, son. You're one and done. You're about to get mixed up worse than an and one mixtape. You guys remember and one? You remember the whole phenomenon and one mixtapes of people like juking folks doing stuff on the basketball courts? Dismantled loose Forlex MacGuffins. These guys are like on the nose. Astral bleeding has spread lost them. Do this and the nail will be repaired. Okay. Hiss are present in the foundation. Snooping is permitted or not permitted. Some of them can be shaped into dangerously sharp points. Are you saying I can make traps? Well, that's cool. But I can't shoot them. Bro, go into the little thing. Yeah, no, go over there. I want to shoot you on that thing and, like, stab you. Yeah, see? Bring up the briar patch. Because the food is ready. Yeah. Skadoosh. So you haven't played this one yet, or have you, Wirt? This one's still on your to-do list? I imagine if you get the... Well, no, I just realized that February is over, so I don't think it's possible to get Ultimate Edition anymore. I suppose that's the reason why they didn't want me to play anything. Okay, you have access to your library. Word. Word, homie. Look at how far I can go. Look at my horse. How far can I do it, though? I can't do it that far. Alright, so they want me to, like, float on. I see you've been playing that Yakuza. I can't even like understand the Japanese. You're so Yakuza fantastic. That's a game series I like to see you get into, Wirt, or not Wirt, Vector. You might have fun playing some Yakuza. I guess we're done. Let's get out of here. It's fun playing in Japanese when you understand Japanese.
This broken pillar is called the nail.
The nail.
It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation.
Into the
which
foundation.
Will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside.
Thank you for explaining, Jesse.
I need to find 4 locks or keys or whatever to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple-ish. You with me?
I guess. Oh yeah, the OK button. Yeah. I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. Japan can't make up their mind. I don't have enough. I don't have enough points. So I'm just gonna have to deal with that and come back to it later. All right. So should I backtrack and go to? I think I should backtrack. Can I see that these things are everywhere now? Wait, are you telling me I can't pull this out even though it's clearly darkened? Video games. See, I can't go into Canyon Rim until I get the shooting rocks to break them ability. Shooting rocks to break them. Ah! Very beautiful. That's okay. I have a feeling that I can do a thing if I set my mind to it. Alright, so that probably connects to something else. You thought you were unlocking areas, but it was for the other one. Word. What are you doing? Are you okay, buddy? Goodbye. Yeah, I feel like Samus Aran now. Oh, no, I'm dead. Am I gonna die? Let's find out. No, I think you should not kill me. Okay, sweet. I feel like Samus Aran with the suit. It's kind of cool. People tell me that the Metroid Prime games are pretty good. They're not necessarily on my list of things to play, but I did enjoy the 2D Metroids growing up, specifically the 2D games. Yeah, I can't break that one. I heard good things about them. I just don't know if it's like sort of, what's the word? If it's easy to figure out, or if it's like, if it's truly like we just drop you into a place and you got to figure out everything. It's type beat. Partner type beat. You know what I'm saying?
Where are you going?
I'm exploring. All right, can I do this here? There's nothing to latch onto. So what the heck does this? What the heck does this do? What are we even doing here? If there's nothing to latch onto, then why? Why? It is a very well done 3D interpretation. Can I not? Can I not pull any of these? I guess I can't. Goodbye. Man, this is not cool. It's weird to call a Metroid game Metroidvania. I mean, you don't call it Metroidvania, you call it a Metroid game because they were the originators, weren't they? It broke new ground, you say? What the heck spawned up? What is that? Is that a brain cloud? Oh, it's just a dude. Come join me on my quest. Be part of something bigger than yourself. Let me touch you with my psychic powers. Come with me. You're made of rebar. Look at this guy. This guy looks super intimidating. This guy's like wrapped up in rebar, like bent rebar with pieces of concrete already like strewn about. What a character design. And his belly is all exposed. There's a movement to rename Metroidvania and give the genre its own name. I don't know how I feel about it, though. I've heard something about that. I don't know what they would call it. I mean, I grew up mostly playing Metroid games. I think Castlevania shoehorned itself in after the fact. Because I think it's more Metroid than Metroid. The only reason why people call it Metroidvania is because Symphony of the Night came out and, like, redefined what that was like. Symphony of the Night's like the jam, and now every Castlevania game has to be compared against Symphony of the Night. Jukebox token. Word. Yeah, Dark Souls of stuff is kind of stupid. It's pedantic. I like how game genres can move away from named after games if there was another word that captured the idea. I mean, that, like, it's the same idea as roguelike, right? Like, the game is rogue. People understand what roguelike means now, but the game was rogue, and now it's been so divorced from the original game that nobody knows what rogue is about.
What are you doing?
I was trying to find my way back, and I realized I'm going the wrong way. Partner. Yeah, but did you play Rogue when it came out? You probably didn't. One of the first games I remember playing. Did you play it when it was still considered a new game? That's the question. If you did, then that is high nerd cred points for you. You played it in the 80s, so you were probably like 3 years old when you played Rogue. How old were you when you played Rogue? Did you even understand what you were doing? You must have been a really smart kid, Wirt. I didn't even have a computer back then, I don't think. Yeah, we never got a computer until much later. I think my first Windows computer was Windows 95? Or 98. By then I was already over 10 years old. So, yeah, go figure. Come on out. I guess we're going up. We're going on up. Lemmings was the first game I copied to a floppy. Well, don't copy that floppy. We are going to the warehouse. Hooray. Hello? Anybody here? Hello?
I need to take the trash out.
Yeah, when I'm done. Okay, so now there's definitely trash on that one. Look, see, I can pick that up. So how come I can do it here but not at the other spot? Man, this game's messing with my emotions. I don't remember what the earliest game I ever played was. I feel like the first game I had memories of playing was probably Sonic the Hedgehog. And it wasn't my console, it was a cousin of mine who lives in New York. And he had a Sega Genesis. Or it wasn't even a Sega Genesis. I think it may have even been like a Master System or something. And I played on his Sega, and I played Sonic, and it blew my mind as a kid. And this was before I had glasses, and I distinctly remember playing really close up against the TV, and that's when my parents realized that I needed glasses because I couldn't see well. And they didn't know that I needed glasses until I started playing video games because I was sitting really close to the TV in order to make out what was going on. So I guess I owe Sonic the Hedgehog for no. No, it wasn't my console. The console wasn't mine. It was my friend's console or my cousin's console. And I played it for the first time, and they noticed that I was sitting like super close to the TV because of that.
Well, that's probably got you nearsighted.
Nah, because then
That's what my mom would say.
ever since I got the glasses, then I was able to see normal. Warehouse.
My mom would beat the crap out of me if I sat too close to the TV.
So yeah, that was the first game I remembered playing. It was probably Sonic 1. And I remember thinking it was like the coolest thing I'd ever seen anything. Apparently, your mom is wrong, according to Vector. Well, she's wrong about a lot of things, but we're not going to go over that on stream.
Mom or my mom?
Your mom. I mean, my mom isn't much better, but
He never had Asian mom, unfortunately.
yeah, if you have an Asian mom, you'd understand.
You understand about TV, sitting too close to the TV.
Asian mothers tend to be that way. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. I'm of the opinion, I love my mother, but, moms. Moms, am I right? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. The heck is that? Ammo recovery on taking explosive damage. See, the only thing I don't like about this is that I am out of spots. I'm out of slots here. I can't do it. Parents just don't understand. I don't know. I'm almost like, what should I even keep at this rate? Do I care about energy recovery? After much experimentation, I have successfully renamed the Metroidvania genre. All right, what should it be called at this point? We got to know, man. We got to know. Okay, we don't need this one anymore, I don't think, because my dash gives me health. It's all good, buddy. It's all good, man. I feel you. Findy Go Forward. That's a good name. Energy gained from melee damage. Okay, we don't care about that, so we're going to get rid of that. Source gained from taking melee damage. Maybe that helps. I don't like getting kicked, though, so no. We're just going to get rid of everything that's like lower tier. I think that's the best way of doing it. If you're like a low tier... Hey, you guys play that new Findy Go Forward? It's called Hollow Knight. Imagine if they start calling them Hollow Knight likes. HK likes. Do I care about this? I have so many tough choices to make, and none of them great. Oh wait, no we don't. We can just get rid of these. Why are these not sorted by type? What happened here? Ammo cost while levitating. Goodbye. 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 Weapon damage after melee hits. Goodbye. We don't need none of this. Goodbye. No wonder I was getting a bunch of them. I was like, what's going on here? Why do I keep getting more and more and not losing them? Unfortunately, this one is a problem. Well, everybody else can use it if they want, but from now on, you're calling them map formers? Map formers? Really? That's the best you could come up with? A map former? That sounds like a bootleg transformer. Map former, more than meets the eye. Video games in disguise. But you form the map and beat it, map the beat it, map. Map former. Ooh, I can wash my eyes. Is this built like a real one? Yo, they actually got the details right. Look at that. Nice. Look at that. Yeah, but you can't take the second half of platform. You should just call it like a map plat. Map plat. Maplat. Castle Droidia. Whoa, is that a raid? Yo, what's up, PK? Thank you for the raid. Platscavating. I like platscavating. That's a good one. Wait, cartography. What about cartography? Platography? Platography? Yeah. There's some. Thank you for the mustache. Appreciate it. Everybody knows who PK is, but if you don't know, he is a similarly minded retro streamer. This man does a lot of good for a lot of different people. You should give him a follow if you haven't already. I'm gonna shout him out. Project KT. He's a cool guy. Check him out. He's always fun to watch. He's got 2 corgis, in fact. And he's making a game called Korg of the Dead.
Is this a Bureau ID badge?
I hope it is.
Looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
Ooh. So yeah, check him out if you haven't. He's a good guy. Talia, by the way, I should have mentioned that Talia Winters actually lives in Russia. So it's very likely super early or super late for her over there. So the fact she's probably, I hope she's hanging out. Oh, thank you for the bits, man. Appreciate you. He always drops bits with the corgi emote, which is hilarious. I love it. That's sort of his branding, right? But yeah, Talia, shout outs to her because man, she's in Russia somewhere. She's in Moscow. The fact that she's still awake is insane. I hope I caught her. If she fell asleep, I would not blame her because it's probably like 4 a.m. or something crazy over there. Probably later. I don't know. How many hours into the future is Russia right now? Anybody check for me on that world geography clock?
Why is the floor red?
It's like red clay. Have you ever seen red clay whenever you start digging super deep?
No.
Georgia has red clay.
Weird place to leave an ID card, but okay.
Weird flex, but okay. I don't know. I don't like map former only because is that a crowbar? Did you see a crowbar that I didn't see? Oh yeah, there's one right there. Hey, look at that.
Can you get it?
I can't pick it up. I can knock the table out.
Why are you messing things up? What's wrong with you?
I'm trying to pick up the crowbar. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear that I can pick up the crowbar.
You messed up everything.
I can shoot it, but I can't pick it up. Map former. More than meets the eye. Can I get in there? There's a ritual that I have to complete in this warehouse. And I don't have a key that opens this door.
Are you a satanic devil worshiper now?
No, you just gotta do rituals.
That's what the ritual is, man.
Well, I hope it doesn't grow on me. I'm gonna need some fungicidal cream to take care of it if it does.
You can rip out those little, like, pokey thingy out.
On the wall, yeah.
Those pokey nipple thingies.
5:44 in Moscow. Thank you. Appreciate for checking. Yeah, I'm surprised that she's awake. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe she's an early riser, but golly, that's early. That's early to be up to be watching somebody on a stream.
You can rip those nipples out.
Another game that had cool map former. Are we really gonna be doing this? Arkham Asylum. Yes. Another raider? Or someone hosting? Is that a host? Or is that a raid? Oh my goodness, so many. Goodness, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. Carla Gamer, have you been in this? Have you been in my Twitch stream before? Thank you so much. There's a lot of love going on. Everybody's hanging out. No, welcome. You welcome.
You gotta give them. Tell them about my mural.
Can you give a shout out to Carla Gamer? Anybody who's a mod, probably Wirt or PK. Ah, that's right. You were in a PM Punk stream. Awesome. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Seen my name with Corey. That is true. Yes, I have helped Corey. You're absolutely right. Yeah, Wirt can handle it. Wirt or PK, either one. Assuming they're paying attention, of course. You gotta type out SO, exclamation SO, exclamation SO. Like put one, no, exclamation first and then SO. Like get rid of all that. And then type out their name. Let me get my health back because I'm about to die here.
What is their name?
Hit a space. And then do @ symbol. And then K. There you go. You can just hit enter. And there you go. You did a shout out. Look at you. Look at you. Appreciate it, Carla. Thank you. My goodness, I need to like get my health back. So I have an ability that lets me get my health back if I dash around, which is why I'm doing that. Get your armor. But yeah, Punk is great. I have played with Punk sometimes on his stream when he's playing Apex. He seems to allow folks to join every once in a while. It's always fun. Punk is insane. If he was here, I'd also shout him out too. Sometimes he pops in, sometimes he doesn't. But he's another crazy one. All right, help each other out, bro. Okay, so where to? Ooh, spin rate. I don't use spin at all. Okay, let's try to get on the other side of this big monolith. What is this? That's a spore ball. That is gross. All right, I'm ready now, Vector. You can tell me what your abomination for for Souls-like is. I think Souls-like is probably fine. I don't like the phrase "the Dead Souls of X," but I think Souls-like is okay. That's acceptable. Although I feel like there have been harder games than Dead Souls. I think Dead Souls got the reputation. Dead Souls, Dark Souls, or yeah, Soulsborne is another one because they want to include hard PG. What? Oh man. Oh my God. Hey, Dar. I just like how ridiculous that sounds. I'm gonna give that one a pass.
That's the idea, at least.
Can I like? Yeah, there we go. We're having fun renaming genres of video games. Hard PG. That's a hard PG. Three Ninjas Kick Back, definitely a hard PG. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a good one. I would be inclined to agree with that. However, I don't know. Is Demon's Souls considered an RPG? I don't think it is. At least not when I think RPG. I think like JRPG, right? Is Bloodborne Souls-like, or is Soulsborne Blood-like? I hated Demon's Souls, Dark Souls, but enjoyed Bloodborne. Word. JWRPG. Yeah, they're Japanese, but they're trying to be Western. Yeah, I don't know. I just think whenever I think of role playing, I think of like turn-based stuff. It almost sounds like we're making it up. I agree. So funny. That's so good. Yeah, I think there's something hilarious that a Japanese company made the best Western-styled RPG, and a Western company made the best Japanese-style RPG. Between Ghost of Tsushima being made by Sucker Punch and the other company. I don't know. Hold the home button. Let's see if that works. Did that work? Hold the power and like volume up, maybe. Diego by. I don't know what that is. Anyway, Dar, thank you for coming in. You're welcome here. You're always welcome to chill and hang out. Go by. Oh. I like to call it Ghost of Tsushima. Like Tsushima. Like sushi ma. Sushi mama. Sushi mama. Sushi mama. Watch me dance. Watch me dance, baby. Watch me dance. Let's go. Let's go. I think most people like games that Vector doesn't like. It's not an indictment against Vector. Vector is he's a very methodical man. He's a very opinionated. In fact, that's how he got some of his his notoriety. You have so much work. Yeah, you should focus on your work. I mean, I appreciate you coming by though, for sure. But if you got schoolwork to do, focus on that. I don't want to be the reason why you're delinquent, not doing your work. You know what I'm saying? Dar's going to be an international baccalaureate. What you guys know about that? What you guys know about IB? Don't think you know much. Apparently, I'm the reason. I'm the reason he dropped it. Can I go around here? Is there something I can do? Is there like a secret pathway? Why would you show me the pathway? Ooh, what's that up there? Ooh, this goes forever. What is going on here?
I don't have that app anymore.
There's just so many floors. Yeah, you got to download Twitch. It's not on your phone. You never had Twitch on that phone.
Oh my god. This is stupid. How do I know how many people is on your phone?
It says right there.
Where?
The number updates every time.
Can you do a shout out for me?
Okay, now it's time for our regularly scheduled shout out. All right, my wife wants me to post this again, even though you've already seen it already.
Some of them may have. Some of them may not have.
Details at the link. Just read the thing if you haven't yet. As long as my wife sits right here, she wants me to do it. You have 2 votes total. If you voted before, you're good. We don't want to like flag her for voter fraud, right? Like, But if you voted, I don't know how secure their system is, but I feel like if you've done it once, that's probably fine.
You can tell your friends to vote.
Time for a stretch dart.
If they like rubber ducks.
Ah!
If they like rubber ducks.
I think Dar likes rubber ducks. I think Dar is a fan of rubber duckies. Okay, so this is definitely a door, and there's a secret thing here.
You can rip through concrete. You can rip in the middle.
I guess not. Oh wait, never mind. Smart thinking, Ceylon. Huh? Look at you. Look at that. With the
still doesn't make sense. Why you can't just
the fact that my wife questioned me being able to break through concrete was hilarious, because that allowed me to find that secret. What is that? Oh, log 5. It told me only once when I voted. Yes, thank you, Wirt, for verifying. I don't think I have anything to drink. Could you get me something to drink? You can fill it with water. It's fine.
Ew, that's like
It's just orange juice. That's all. It's just orange juice. That's all. Thank you for the hydrates. If you have a beverage with you, please drink it. I want you to drink it. No, it's got to be water from the... Oh my god. Games with roguelike elements is simple. Just add the word permadeath before whatever game it is. Permadeath stealth action. We're not doing Surge. No more Surge. I learned my lesson. Breath of the Wild permadeath hard PG. Hard PG. I still can't get over that. That's funny. I think hard PG is a... RPGs in general are sort of limited now because they've expanded to everything. Yeah, but Breath of the Wild is the hard PG of Zelda games, exactly. I don't know, bro. If you've never played it, can you even say? Hard PG. Yeah, I still think that hard. I'm with Omni. Hard PG sounds like a movie rating. Like talking about Three Ninjas Kick Back and how it's a hard PG. What is this? We got a control point. Hooray!
Well, remember those rocks? Those kind of look like from Dr. Wynn's house. Remember?
They're like Zen rocks.
You remember those rocks?
Yeah, they're like Zen rocks.
Remember she had a whole bunch of them?
Did she stack the rocks herself?
In her backyard was like a cliff. Yeah, of course she stacked them back by herself.
She's so cool. I saw something blink. There's a treasure box back there, and I can't get to it because I can't shoot. Maybe I should have shot rocks. I was a fool. You weren't able to get into Breath of the Wild? Well, that's unfortunate, because Breath of the Wild was probably the best Zelda game ever conceived. Up to that point. And I used to be a diehard 2D Zelda game.
You did play Twilight Princess, right?
I did play Twilight Princess.
You don't think that was the best game? I think that's the best.
No, I don't think that was the best game.
Get out of my house.
I don't like furry Zelda.
What?
It's Link turned into a wolf. Did you play Zelda 2 because you wanted to play Zelda 2, or did you play Zelda 2 because someone else played Zelda 2? That's the question.
Remember I said you should finish the Skyward Sword game?
Yeah, now they're going to release it on Switch.
Can you add that on the list?
Because Andy wanted you to? Okay, maybe I will.
You hear me?
It might be hard to stream it, though.
Stream what, on the Wii?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I have to get, like, the frickin' Wiimote junk.
We have a Wiimote? What are you talking about?
I gotta set up the sensor bar. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait, I just fell through the... There was a hole there? I was really sick at the time and playing that on the Switch in my bed with a bowl of soup with soda. That sounds like a really comfy video gaming experience. Odyssey, ESC. Odyssey, ESC.
Alright, can you add that to the list of games to play?
I'm dead, Ceylon. I got pickaxed in the back of the head.
Wait, did you hear me though?
Yeah. Yeah, Breath of the Wild was great. I put probably too many hours into it. I think it was like 230 hours I spent doing everything on that game. It was great. The only bad thing about that game is that you can't play it again.
Why can't you play it again?
If you play Breath of the Wild again,
I thought there's a DLC.
none of the... I mean, there is, but I didn't get it. And on top of that, like, none of the... You don't get the same effect playing it twice. A lot of what makes that game special is the exploration. It's the exploration, it's the discovery. That's what makes that game great. And you can't replicate that a second time. Once you've done it, once you've explored it, the world, then you're done. Because doing it twice, like, for me, for what some games provide as experiences, like, oh yeah, do you remember the part when X, Y, and Z happened in the story? You can talk about that like in a traditional game, like, for example, Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid has a lot of, do you remember when something happened? I just finished that game on stream not that long ago. But Breath of the Wild is more like, I remember when I solved this problem in this way on this part of the map. Or I remember when I first discovered this shrine, it was in the middle of this area, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of games... There's not a lot of games that can provide that type of experience, which is why I appreciate Breath of the Wild so much, because your first playthrough is the playthrough, like, and it's your playthrough. It is distinctly your playthrough because of how the game is set up and how exploration is and everything else. Are you trying to say that a racing game offers that type of experience? Is that why you're typing out Burnout Paradise I? Was Burnout Paradise like an open world thing? Now I'm confused. Word. Okay. I'm listening. I think the only Burnout game I ever played was probably one on PS2. So it's been several years that I've touched one. Is it Takedown or Crackdown? Or no, that's actually two different games. But yeah, you should give Breath of the Wild a second chance. Even if it didn't jive with you at first, I think you'll get a lot out of it if you put some time into it. It's a great game.
You should watch the speedrun.
The speedruns of Breath of the Wild are ridiculous. Hey, some more cave drawings. Look at that. Got eyeballs. Got people. Someone being worshipped, I think. That's cool. I'll have to put that on my list of things to check out. Spec Ops. Was not aware that it was an open world game.
What game is it?
Burnout Paradise. It's a It's a racing game of sorts, but apparently it's open world. So I'm interested to see what that's like. I want to check out a speed run of it, if that's even a thing. What I like about Burnout so much is that it removes objective markers and stuff, so you can have to learn the layout of the... Oh, okay, that makes sense. You actually have to learn the map. And not look at a 2D representation of it. Okay, that's respectable. I can get down with that. Oh, word? Neat. I'm learning all sorts of things today. Crash mode. Yeah, I remember playing that series of games and just like running into stuff. It's fun. It's fun to blow things up by running into it. Each street has best times and crashes. Oh, okay. So you played it too, Wirt, then? It sounds like you played through it. What is this place? This place is such a freaking maze. I wasn't expecting this to be so sprawling. Alright, let me make sure I didn't miss anything in this room, because This is wild. Where we at, though? Okay, I'm thinking that that was just a room where I'm supposed to fight enemies, and that's it. Let me make sure there's no... Yeah, because they put all these on the floor for traps.
Why didn't you just do that?
Because I just realized what they were trying to get me to do. I guess they're trying to make me play Cul-de-Cept. If anybody's familiar with that game.
You're like Kimimaro from Naruto.
I'm like a Naruto character, yeah. Then you can get different cars and learn different driving techniques, and you can access different shortcuts. And it just melds into this incredible experience of learning how to get from point A to B as fast and stylish as possible. Word. That sounds interesting. I'll have to check it out for sure. Yeah, I guess there's nothing else in this room. Let's keep moving. Step into the danger zone.
The damn gun.
Oh, there you are, Marshall.
Not sure she's ready.
Don't talk about me like that.
Aren't I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
All right, Marshall. You don't have to talk trash about me. I'm standing right in front of you. Pope Ron Paul, that was... Can I climb under here? Why won't you let me? Why won't you let me, Ceylon? They won't let me. This is stupid. I should be able to walk in there. You guys are seeing this, right? Like, I'm not... There's no reason why Jesse can't walk under this. Please, guys. No, that I don't look at that. Look at she can go prone. Like, this is stupid. There's no reason. There's no reason for this. Why are you doing this? Why are you running? The clap of her cheeks. She wants to fit, but the clap of her cheeks. You keep giving her position away. Danger Zone is a standalone crash mode made by former Burnout devs. Word. Okay, I guess I need to come back later because her cheeks are too thick.
No, she's got white girl booty.
She got white girl booty, but she can't fit underneath a rock. And what am I supposed to think about that? That's embarrassing. White girl booty. I've heard more than once some of the crazy renting of a U-Haul van and yeeting themselves into an intersection. That's hilarious. All right, well, what's in here? Can I go in here? Can I go in here safely? All right, please go down. Let us gingerly. If it has to do with racing games, I am more willing to listen to what Spec Ops has to say because he's by far the master of unlocking and also racing games. What? Get out of here. Get out of here. There he goes. There goes the man himself. Cam Punk showed up. You missed Talia. Talia was in here for a bit. And Partner was here too. Partner. Majin Partner Rufio. Well, I'm doing fine. The real question is, how are you doing? If you're doing good... See, you can spell partner. I knew it. I knew you could spell partner. You're always acting like you can't spell it, and I know you can. KM Partner. Dangerous Driving, the sequel, which was supposed to recreate the full Burnout experience, was hot garbage? Yo, I never thought Spec Ops would call a racing game hot garbage. That's almost sad. Do you have any favorite racing games, Cam? Because that's what we're talking about. Woke up a bit not too long ago. Okay, good. All right, so you got some sleep. That's what matters. That's what I like to hear. Underground 2. Oh, yeah. Need for Speed Underground. That was a good game. I completely forgot about those games. Yeah, those games are pretty good, too. Barely functioned. Mario and Andretti Racing on the Genesis? Bro, that's a deep cut, Vector. I can't say it. You know what my favorite Genesis. Well, I say favorite. I hesitantly say favorite. It's not really my favorite, but a game that I played a lot on the Genesis was this one game called Combat Cars. Now that game was like a basic. It's not a kart game. It's like a top-down 2D racer. But that game was dope because you could shoot other people with different powers and stuff. Like the different drivers had different weapons. In between every race, you could upgrade your car. Has anybody played Combat Cars? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Sega Genesis exclusive, as far as I could tell. No, that was a gem. And the reason why I bring it up is because the soundtrack was amazing. The person who composed the music for that game apparently did all of the music for the game on a train ride from point A to point B, and he was going to the company to present the soundtrack. And he got inspiration from like a bunch of club music at the time, including the Night of the Roxbury, What Is Love song, and a bunch of other songs. And because he threw together an entire soundtrack within a 2-hour time span on a laptop, that was what ended up on the Genesis cartridge. It was amazing. You guys need to check it out. Combat Cars. You can spell it with a C-O-M-B-A-T. The game doesn't look like much, but the soundtrack is great. Road Rash was pretty decent. That was back when EA used to make decent games without a bunch of controversy. Yeah, I completely forgot about Need for Speed. Need for Speed was a series, wasn't it? That was a pretty long running series, actually. The thing I remember the most about Underground was that it had, I guess on the cover, it had like a big, like tripped out SUV. Some crazy looking SUV that was like extra, like super pimped out with all sorts of rims and things. That was a game. You bought a Need for Speed game from a book fair? Oh, word. I didn't even know they had books. Be my teammate. Thank you. You were into Death Stranding? I mean, I played it, for sure. You're the resident racing guy, but if there's something I haven't played, I gotta try it. Yeah, I mean, Combat Cars is not, by any means, like an incredibly detailed or amazing racer, but it is fun. Like it's I had a lot of fun with it, and the soundtrack is great. I did play a lot of Death Stranding, yes, to answer your question. I played a lot of it. I played many an hour. I stranded those deaths for sure. Why do you ask? Is it the Dark Souls of Kojima games? Is it the hard PG of Kojima games? Oh, I got all these cool items. Cool. All right, let me walk back to the previous save point. This week's, yeah. Actually, I was talking about it at the start of it. It was great. I listened to most of it. I need to listen to like the last 10 minutes. But yeah, I was listening to it during my workday with Die Hardman himself. It was really cool. Can I upgrade it finally? Do I have enough shifting fragments? I do. I've got level 6 mods now. Let's go. Now I can make stuff. I don't know if anything's worth making, but I can do it. Obscured weapon mod. Accuracy boost. Word. Ballistic ammo refund. Cool. And personal mod, why not? Health boost. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. Can I let's change that one, right? That's actually a considerable life boost. Yo, Yo, look at that. Oh, yes. One game that I think gets overlooked compared to Need for Speed is Midnight Club. Yeah, Midnight Club was another good one. And I think, actually, now that I think about it, the cover art that I was describing, I believe, was the dub edition. Imagine the customization of Underground, speed of Wipeout, and a light version of open world exploration of Burnout Paradise. What hurts is, though, it's brutal. Yes. Is that the same as Wangan Midnight? No, Wangan Midnight is more like this. Is it is a huge part of your high school years? I did not expect to hear that, Omni. Wangan Midnight is like the same vein as Initial D. Bad case of rubber banding brings down the whole thing. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of rubber banding. I understand why they do it because they're trying to make it more exciting or whatever, but yeah, not a big fan of that. Yeah, Wangang is an arcade game, but it's in the same. It plays a lot like Initial D, and actually, I think they're doing like an Initial D crossover with Wangan Midnight, if I'm not mistaken. I remember seeing something on Twitter about that, which I thought was kind of cool. They're finally doing it. They're putting both games together somehow. Wacky racers, really. Yeah, we've got a Wangan Midnight at our round one. I think it's 8 cabs. Maybe they brought it down to 4 cabs. They're fun. I mean, if you enjoy that type of racing game, they're pretty good. The gear shift was cooler. Word. Apparently, you guys are talking about Micro Machines. I missed out on the Micro Machines whole thing. I never got the toys. I never played the games. Never did any of that stuff. I know they had the crazy commercials. Yeah, they got the guy who speaks the fastest in the world to do their commercials for them. But I have not played any of those games. All right, we're getting rid of this one, right? 53-36. Was it really fun? How did I miss out on this game? I completely missed out on this game. I didn't even know this was a thing. What was it on? What was the Micro Machines game? What console was it on? Because clearly, I feel like I'm missing out. You guys have all played a game I've never even seen. You still, well, of course, Spec Ops. I know you collect Hot Wheels. If anybody in the chat is going to be collecting Hot Wheels, it's going to be you. That's a safe bet. You enjoy all the racing. That's why. Okay, I think. Yeah, I'm stacked up on mods, and I don't know what to get rid of. I hate this. I hate that they don't let me get more space for more mods. All right, recover energy on taking explosive damage. Yeah, Wangang Midnight's pretty good. They're as popular as Initial D in terms of arcade. They have several versions of the game. They're good. They're good games. I'm not feeling any of these. You think? I don't know enough about the game. Okay, Grand Slam damage after launch. We're getting rid of these because we don't care about Grand Slam. I think that's what I've decided. Health recovery on melee might be useful. Okay, it was on the Super Nintendo. All right. Yeah, I never had a Super Nintendo growing up. My consoles that I owned in order. My dad bought an NES. That's how I played Mario, of course, but I also played Metroid, Metal Gear, The Adventures of Dino Ricky. If you guys ever seen that game, I might do like a nostalgia stream of like games that I played growing up. I had a copy of Bible Adventures, that one bootleg cart that was like an aqua blue thing, and it had 3 games on it. And Bible Adventures was a game. I had Bionic Commando. All right, Vec, I'm about to boot you for saying that. You're ridiculous. Dead Vec should call himself Hot Takes. He's nonsense. That's nonsense. It was a fun game, but it's not the best game. Absolutely not the best game. I defy anyone to say that Hydro Thunder is their favorite racing game. That's ridiculous. That is just a nonsensical statement. But yeah, I had an NES. We eventually got a Sega Genesis. Then I had a Game Boy. Yeah, the double stomping, that was so annoying. Because I remember being in an arcade and kids were just like, donk, 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 knocking all that stuff. But I never had a Super Nintendo. But the fun thing about the Super Nintendo at the time was I had a friend in the neighborhood who allowed me, like, what we did is we traded, right? I let him borrow my Sega Genesis, and then he would let me borrow his Super Nintendo. And then that's how I got the chance to play a lot of, like, RPGs. I played through Super Mario RPG. I played Earthbound that way. I played Final Fantasies, obviously. I think Final Fantasy 4 or Final Fantasy 2 at the time was probably my first Final Fantasy, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah. So yeah, he let me borrow the SNES and I let him borrow the Sega Genesis, and then he got to play stuff like Streets of Rage. He was really into Sonic. He liked Sonic a lot, and I had all the Sonic games. So that was cool. What else? We had a Genesis for a while, for a long time actually. Then the next console I never had a PlayStation growing up. I would not buy a PlayStation until much later. I think my next console after the Genesis was probably the Dreamcast. I went a long time between consoles. Didn't have a 64. Didn't have a 64 growing up. Didn't have PlayStation. Dreamcast would be the next console I had. And then after the Dreamcast, all bets were off. Rush was fun, for sure, yeah. Best racing game of all time for me has got to be original Forza. Okay, that's fine. Blur. I think Blur was kind of empty. I actually played through Blur, and I didn't think it had a whole lot of replayability after a certain point. Burnout Revenge, Wipeout. I have Wipeout VR. I should probably play that. And that is if we don't include proper simulators. Played a ton of Rush 2. Love Streets of Rage and Golden Axe as well as Sonic. Yeah, Road Rash. You would mash controllers to unlock cheats. That's funny. Okay, let's get out of here. But yeah, the Dreamcast was the last major console that someone purchased for me, I should say. And then after that point, all bets were off. I bought the Game Boy Advance with my Christmas money one year. Before the Game Boy Advance, I bought a Game Boy Color. I spent a lot of my time playing Beam. Oh, if you can run it, Beam. Sorry about that. Streamlabs is dumb. Beam.ng. Yeah, I know. It looks like a link, and so Streamlabs says no. I remember the music they play in Washington, D.C. level in Road Rash. I don't remember how it goes. It was probably dope. If you still remembered it. Pierce zoom boost. Daytona. Let's go away. Yeah, Road Rash, they made a series of 3 of them on the Genesis and other consoles, and Road Rash was the one when you ride a motorcycle and you beat up people next to you. you bop them with like chains and stuff like that. You can bop them with like police sticks and chains and all sorts of weapons. Biker Mike from Mars, if I remember correctly, was an isometric type style game. At an angle, Road Rash was behind the motorcycle, and then you bop to your left or to your right whenever you pass people. Yeah, I remember distinctly hitting them with chains, which was ridiculous. Yes, and you could steal. Yeah. Omni remembers. You could steal weapons from the people that were next to you, and take it from them, and then bop them with the same weapons. Yeah, I played a lot of Road Rash. I didn't own Road Rash, but a friend of mine did, and he would bring it over, and we would play that. I've been meaning to get together a bunch of Genesis games, mostly because there's a bunch of treasure games on the Genesis that I want to play on stream at some point. I've got to. I don't have. Well, I do have a Genesis. The problem is my parents sold it. They sold my Genesis, unfortunately. So I don't have my original Genesis anymore, nor do I have my games, which is sad, very sad. However, I do have a Genesis Mini, and I have a 6-button controller, like a USB 6-button controller, that I recently got. It works with the Genesis Mini, and my plan was to like load a bunch of ROMs onto it because it's just like an easy little console to play, and I could do it. I could capture directly with HDMI, but I gotta like load the ROMs onto the deal before I can do that. The emulator on the Genesis Mini is actually pretty decent, and I could probably play from my computer, but I'd rather play it on my television. So we'll do it that way. If I figure it out, we can do that. And like I said, like I mentioned earlier, maybe I can do like games from my childhood stream and play through a bunch of crap that I played growing up, and I'll tell you why in fact, the best racing is not Woody Woodpecker racing. Despite the lies. I tend to agree with that. I don't even know why they made that. It seems like a ridiculous concept. Can I shoot that thing? Oh, word. How do I shoot that one? Huh. That's the one I gotta kill, but I don't know how to get to it. Open the door? Is the door open? I still have my Sneak King game for the Xbox. That was a game. I don't know if you guys ever played Sneak King, but that was something. Secret treasure chests. What's in this one? More shifting fragments, huh? Alright, clearly I need to blow that thing up, and I'm not seeing how to do it, because that's the way the cookie crumbles. I can't shoot through the gate. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. Oh, is it time to posture check? Well, thank you. Yes, I'm checking my posture. Ooh, baby. I think the PS1 couldn't really do what I want from a spy car game. I mean, what do you want from a spy car? I guess that begs the question. What do you want from a spy car game? In this uncharted territory, what would you call a spy car game? I mean, okay, everyone calls them kart racers. Why do they call them kart racers? Because 7 Heavy Steel decided to raid me as I was explaining what kart racers are. What's good, 7 Heavy Steel? This is the 3rd raid tonight, man. You guys are unforced. I don't understand what's going on. You guys are something in the water or something. Fart racers? Yeah. Thank you guys for the raid. Appreciate y'all. This is insane, man. Third raid tonight. Fart PG? Yes, thank you. Very mature. Very mature. But they call them kart racers. Why? Because the game that made them popular was Mario Kart. Was it not? The game was called Mario Kart. And so that's the most popular kart-based game, so now they're all called kart racers. But no one complains about calling them kart racers. I haven't heard about anybody saying anything untoward about a game being called a kart racer. So what's the deal? Why the distinction? The game was called Diddy Kong Racing. The game was not called Diddy Kong Racing. Diddy Kong Racing was good, but for different reasons. Diddy Kong Racing was fun because it had an open world and it had different vehicles. So that's why I think that was very fond in some people's minds. So some people call Blur a kart racer? Wait, what? What? Yeah, exactly. The hub world in Diddy Kong, I think, made it distinct from everything else. And the fact that you can go around from different hubs and you had like tokens and everything that you had to get, that was pretty fun. Is Blur a kart racer? I wouldn't even consider calling it a kart. I guess I have to revisit it because it's been way too long. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, JLD, exactly. Like, there's so many games that are now called kart racers, and it's like, yeah, they're kart racers because that's what they are. I just have to throw something at it. The ad campaign insulted other kiddie kart racers. I barely remember the ad campaign. Race like a man. I remember playing Blur. I just don't remember what I don't remember thinking it was a kart racer, though. A kart racer for men, for manly men. Pod Racer was pretty good. I'm assuming you're talking about like Star Wars pod racing. I actually genuinely enjoyed that. On the arcade version was the best version of that game because it actually ran at like 60 frames a second. The Dreamcast and the 64 couldn't keep up with it, but what was cool about the 64 version was you could play with two Nintendo 64 controllers and have the levers be your accelerator on either one. So I remember that was pretty cool. The Dreamcast version had slightly better graphics, but it wasn't as good. Yeah, Pod Racer on 64 lets you use two N64 controllers to control the levers, which was kind of a cool little feature. And I'm pretty sure the Dreamcast didn't have that, unfortunately, because there's no way you could do like the middle stick or whatever on both hands. Descent was a cool game. That's not really a racing game, though, is it? Pod Racer first-person view is a nightmare. You mentioned you got sick playing Pod Racer. But anyway, thank you, 7 Heavy Steel. Thank you, Raiders. Thank you guys for coming by. My name's Cyber. I realized I've had all these people coming in here, and I haven't really been talking about who I am.
The one I used to get in here.
But yes, my name is Cyber. I play games. I tend to be a little bit more on the chill side. I'm not as crazy as some other folks are, but that's okay because we have room for all kinds on this platform, on this map form. It's Sebulba canonically dead in the... Probably? Maybe? But anyway, I'm playing Control, but I've played games like Metal Gear on stream. I've played games from retro consoles from the Sega Genesis era. I play stuff on Switch. I like to play games I like. I don't stick to one type of genre. I've played puzzlers, I've played first-person shooters, I've played Fall Guys, but one game I'll never touch is Fortnite. Because no one plays Fortnite. And if you do, that's okay, but I don't play Fortnite. I've gotten into Apex because some people are bad influences. And so maybe I'll play that one day on stream, but I'm bad at it, so maybe not. Who knows? I also have a lot of Sega Saturn games I need to play that I want to play. And so there's a bunch of them I'm going to play in the future. But I got to finish this game first before I do that. So let's see if that happens, right? Am I right? You'd watch a Fast and Furious style movie that's just about the world of pod racing? I would say that the pod racing scene in Star Wars Episode 1 was the most technologically interesting part of that movie. Your dad plays this VR Fortnite style. Wait a minute, what? Hold on. VR Fortnite style thing called Population 1. Never heard of that. Yeah, I would definitely. I remember having good memories of Pod Racer for sure. Hey, look at that. Locke's Ancient Reason Abalone. Are you kidding me? It's former?
Is this the lock/key the board told me about?
I like how she says slash. It is technically a slash. Bro, what is this moon rock? Zankoku. A day in the life of Ark Bumpy Roos. Well done. Seasoned. Only 3 keys tethers remained. Our nail is rebuilding, loosening. Look at the world. Just doing my job. Just doing my job. Hey, girl. Just doing my job. Just doing my job. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You're thinking FF9. Yeah, FF9. You're thinking Ozma, right? Man, you guys are on top of it tonight. You're saying things before I can even say them, typing them out. Ozma was a big ball. All right, I did a key. I did a thing.
First one down.
You battle Asmus at the end of FF9. I did battle Ozma. FF9 is a weird game to me because I think I spent more time playing side quest stuff on Final Fantasy IX than the actual story. And what I mean by this, I spent more time preparing to fight the hidden secret super bosses such as Hades and Ozma than I did preparing to fight the final battle. I remember hours and hours of chocobo pecking to get different types of greens on different types of maps. I remember flying to a cloudy area to do the same with chocobos. I remember spending hours farming sheeps, fighting thunder sheeps on an island so I could get enough AP to get all of my abilities. I do not remember the boss, the final boss, but I definitely remember Ozma. I do not remember the entire ending of the game. I don't remember anything that happened, except I do recall the hours that I spent grinding to beat the super boss challenge. And I don't think I missed anything. Like, I remember the beginning of the game where you're supposed to like impress the royals. There was that whole mini game, but like I could not tell you anything about the main story elements. I remember people's names like Beatrix and the Arthur looking. I guess I don't remember the Arthur looking guy. I remember the salamander looking dude with the dreadlocks. I just could not tell you anything about anything story or plot related because I spent way more hours doing side quest stuff than I did the actual story. You've never played a Final Fantasy, but you didn't know where to start or which ones are worth playing. It's so funny that you mentioned that. I'm in a Discord with Omniboy. I'm actually in the Omniboy Discord, let's put it that way. And someone was in there asking, hey, what Final Fantasy game should I start with? And my recommendation, I have the same recommendation as Tim Rogers. I don't really like Tim Rogers that much. He kind of talks too much. But I think what he has to say about Final Fantasy was pretty funny, and I agree with him. Final Fantasy VII is the most important Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy VI is the best Final Fantasy. And Final Fantasy IV is my favorite Final Fantasy. Now, 4 is my favorite for me personally. It was the first one I played when it was called Final Fantasy II in America. And it also encapsulated, it was like a nice bookend to the classic style of Final Fantasy games up to that point. It introduced the active time battle, ATB, which is the battle that people are, if you've played the classic Final Fantasy, that's what you know what the battle system is like, active time. And it was definitely, it still had a lot of fantastical elements in the style of that type of role-playing or whatever, right? Like, you know, whimsical lands with dragons and crystals and blah, blah, blah. But the story was simple enough that you could get engaged. The arc was a very clear through arc through beginning to end. There's a resolution, there's drama, there's a character development. All that stuff is there. So that's why 4, I think, is my favorite, because it's like, it's a nice encapsulation of what it means to be a classic Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy VI is the game that everyone lauds as being the best, or a lot of old heads anyway, in my age group. 6 was the last of the sprite-based Final Fantasies in the mainline series, but its world was huge. It had lots of side quests. It had lots of characters. It had optional characters for you to find. The story would grow based on who you had in your party, and you could explore all different types of worlds. And it was a game where they introduced new mechanics constantly, like new different types of mini games and things you could do. 7 is the most important because it was the game that broke the concept of Final Fantasy and brought it to a mass market. Final Fantasy VII had commercials on MTV. Like that's how big the appeal was, and that's how big the brand recognition was. That's, for a lot of people, Final Fantasy VII was actually the first Final Fantasy. It also made the switch to 3D. It was a huge 3-disc affair. It had lots of full motion video, and so I would say 7 is probably the most important for getting the largest amount of people into the series to begin with. So if you're going to start with any Final Fantasy, I would personally recommend 6. Suikoden is pretty good. Suikoden 2 was also pretty decent. But I don't think they had the same appeal that 7 did on the PlayStation, for sure. Suikoden was neat because they had like the 100, what was it, the 100 stars or whatever, like all the characters you could collect on there. It's not my favorite. I'm going to be honest. I enjoyed the game, but it's not my favorite. I did not enjoy them as nearly as much as the other guns. Yeah, the Stars of Destiny. There you go. Yeah, I couldn't remember what they were called. And I think Chrono Cross kind of aped that same mechanic too. I don't know which one came first, but I feel like Chrono Cross had a similar type of thing where it had a ton of characters and you had to like sort of get a bunch of them. That game and GT Final Bout, really? 2 games that made me learn how to make games. Final Bout of all games, really? wait, what? What? Excuse me? You're gonna have to explain that one. But yeah, 6 by far. If you want to play a classic Final Fantasy game that's good, it's Final Fantasy VI. 7 Remake is unfinished. 7 Remake leans heavily. Wait, hold on. Let me see what Jesse's saying. I was like, why can't you turn into this? Why do I have to pick a new character to be a transformation? They could have just done that. They could have just done this. So in other words, you were learning from their mistakes. Not that it was a good example, just that you wanted to learn from their mistakes. Okay, I guess that's fair. that makes more sense to me because I was going to be very confused for a while. I thought you were talking about it. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Thank you for explaining, because I was very confused. Anyway, 7 Remake. I think 7 Remake is not finished because it's not. Like, it's part 1. 7 Remake, I did play it. There was a time in my life where I probably would have 100%ed it, but I did not 100% 7. And 100% means going back and playing on hard mode. Excuse me, playing on hard mode and like doing all the secret bosses. There was definitely a time, and I wouldn't, frankly, normally I would do that. That's kind of what I'm doing with Control right now. I'm doing everything in the game. But 7, because it's not, 7 Remake, because it's not done, they're going to release a part 2. And they just announced that PS5 specific version with DLC in it. I played it. Well, no, 7 had options. You could play it in a classic mode, and you can play it in like a more Kingdom Heartsy mode. You could do it turn-based if you played classic. There was a controller option for classic. It doesn't necessarily play like the original Final Fantasy VII, however, but the option was there if you wanted it. I wanted to like 7 more. I played through it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, where you could swing, but it was really doing old RPG stuff behind it. Right. I wanted to like 7 more, but it's not. It's fine as a spectacle, right? They spent a lot of money, put a lot of graphics into it. The voice acting was pretty decent for what it was. I mean, yeah, it was a little hokey, and Barrett's voice actor was a little over the top. He was very kind of stereotypical, but it was fine. I played it in English. I enjoyed it for what it was. I think Crisis Core did that style of gameplay better. So if you're going to play any like Final Fantasy VII adjacent media, I would honestly recommend Crisis Core over 7 Remake, because I think Crisis Core did it better. There was more there. Plus, it wasn't just a literal rehashing of the main story beats from the first disc of Final Fantasy VII, which is the other issue. Because it's not done, it was sort of a rehash with some things I did there. If you do play Crisis Core, check your battery. Yeah. Make sure your PSP battery's not getting ready to blow up. I don't know if it was the Kingdom Hearts engine. That's a good question. I know it was a Tetsuya Nomura game, for what it's worth. Whatever that's worth. Did I enjoy 7's story? When you say that when you enjoy 7's story, do you mean like when I originally played it when I was younger?
Another ID card. For a cartographer.
Cartographer. Word. Are you saying the original 7 story? Are you asking me if I thought then? Okay. I didn't understand 7 story at the time. Yeah. It came out when I was 7. See, I was older than 7. How old was I? How old was I when Final Fantasy VII originally came out? That's a good question. Let me see. Hold on. Let me do some quick calculating here. Final Fantasy VII release date was in 97. Is that right? 97. Okay. I played Final Fantasy VII on my friend's PlayStation because remember I didn't have a PlayStation growing up. I played it through the beginning tanker chapter from start to finish. I didn't play beyond the tanker chapter, so I only got to see like I guess you could call it a demo. I mean that's basically what it was. But I did play it on PC on the Eidos release. I purchased that. I played the Eidos release, and I'm trying to see when that one came out because it was a couple years later. I don't remember when that one came out. Let me see. PlayStation, Windows in 98, so the following year. In June 25, 98. That was the original Eidos release. So by that logic, I was probably 13 or 14. Final Fantasy, yeah. Actually, there's a funny video I saw about that. Remind me, I'll remember Spec Ops to tell you about that. But yeah, I was 13 going on 14. I played through all of Final Fantasy VII for the first time on my PC at the time. I had a Windows 95 PC. It says go back to base camp. Where's base camp? It's over there to the right side. I gotta go all the way over here, it looks like. How do I get there? What? I guess I'm going to the crossroads. And so I enjoyed the game. I thought the gameplay of 7 was cool. The gameplay, I don't want to spoil it because I have a feeling that some people might play or might try to play 7 after this. Go back to school. Actually, no, that's not true. The whole thing about Hironobu Sakagachi saying that they called it Final Fantasy because it was going to be their last game and Squaresoft was in dire straits, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's actually not true. I learned this recently. The game was originally going to be called Fighting Fantasy, but that's a series of games that already existed. It was an RPG. And so when they were trying to license the title, they just wanted to have a title that had alliteration. And so since they couldn't use Fighting Fantasy, they landed on Final Fantasy. And that's the reason why it was called what it was. Now, they did, I mean, at the time, they had made games like Rad Racer on the NES. Square did. But yeah, it wasn't like this was going to be the last game they ever made. It's half true. The real reason was because they couldn't acquire the license to Fighting Fantasy. They called it Final Fantasy. Hence, that's how they ended up with the title. Can I go here? Let's see, where else? So what I'm talking about is the original 7. The original 7 was really cool because it had all sorts of mini games. 7's best parts, and I was discussing this before 7 Remake came out. I was actually talking to friends about this. 7 Remake, when they were discussing it and what they were going to include with it, my whole thing was the reason why 7 was a great game wasn't necessarily because of the 3D graphics, but it was because of all the other mini games that you could do, because there was a ton of them. Yeah. 7. So when I say mini games, I'm talking about like the Golden Saucer stuff, the Chocobo racing, the sequence where you're Tifa and you slap the other chick. There's a slap off. The snowboarding, the submarine thing that you have to do, the betting, all the diversions, exactly. Going into trying to get all the pieces to your dress when you're trying to dress up to go to Don Corneo. 7 iterated on the stuff that 6 did, but the stuff that really stuck out to me, the stuff that was really fun to me, was all the side quest stuff. That's what I really appreciated and remembered from 7. Like the fact that I can remember all of those things I just told you. Like the mini game, the tower defense. Final Fantasy VII had a tower defense game in it, guys. You guys remember the tower defense thing, where you're supposed to protect the hill and you have to like set your troops and stuff? That was in 7. There was a whole entire tower defense game, tactical style RPG game, built into 7. 7 had a lot of crazy stuff in it, right? But no one ever talks about that stuff. People talk about Tifa, they talk about the boobs. So the remake, it only covers, like, if you're talking about the original 3 discs of Final Fantasy VII, it only basically covers the first disc. What happens in the first disc is you go through, you learn about the characters. Most of the characters are introduced. Most of the major characters are introduced. You do a couple jobs, and then you eventually leave the city of Midgar. 7 Remake added a few extra story beats to sort of give it some closure for the first game. And then there's also there's a handful of side quests and things that weren't in the original game. But in terms of like story beats, once you leave Midgar, that's the end of Disc 1 in the original release, and that's the end of the game on Final Fantasy Remake. You can go back and play hard mode, which is like boss battles, and then there's like a VR simulator thing as well in the later half of the game where you can like do VR battles against really high level bosses, and that's the stuff that I opted out on this time that I was talking about earlier that I would have normally done if it were any other time period in my life, but I feel like it was probably too much to do. But yeah, Remake just ends, if you're talking about game length, it ends after Disc 1. Like, and that's what I'm saying, it's unfinished. I think 7 Remake will be great once they've released parts 2, and I'm going to assume they're going to make part 3. You remember Steven saying some dude wanted him to play the entire game to get the pult for him? Steven, which Steven? Oh, you're talking about Stephen Lowe? Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, that was good. I do recall that, yes. But yeah, anyway, Remake is it's you can get Remake for free if you have PSN Plus during the March of month. Is it a good game to play for free? Absolutely. If you have PSN Plus, do it. Go get the game. It's free. You can get it right now. You can play through it. Would I pay money for it right now? I paid money for it. I enjoyed the game, but I wish I just would have waited until everything came out. And part of the reason why I bought it right away was because I was worried about spoilers, and I knew people were going to spoil it. And in fact, people that I've been around have spoiled it. They've talked about it on places that I would have normally frequented. But if you have PSN Plus, you can get it for free on PS4. If you have a PS5, you can get a free upgrade. Because it's actually coming out. They're going to have a PS5 upgrade coming in a few months, and it'll be 60 frames per second. And then at that point, they're also going to include the Yuffie DLC. So you have to pay for the Yuffie DLC. That's not free. You have to pay for that. I'm guessing it's going to be like $60, or excuse me, $20 for the Yuffie DLC. Maybe I'll go back and play the Yuffie DLC at some point. But if you got a PS4, there's no reason why you can't just buy it or get it for free, for PSN. 7 is in my top 5 games of all time, and that's why I thought Remake was so disappointed. Tekken Bowling? I don't think I've ever played that. You're just making stuff up, bro. Yeah, see, 7 was great. 7 was great for a lot of reasons. But 7 Remake is not 7. Arguably, they never set out to say that that's what they were making. I've played the Tekken 3 mini games. I played the Actually, no. I'm having a flashback to Tekken Bowling. I'm remembering. I think you just unlocked a latent memory in my mind. I think I can picture in my mind what Tekken Bowling looks like. Yeah, the volleyball one is the one I spent a lot more time on, for sure. But I am recalling a Tekken Bowling, which that is funny. Yeah, there was a game where you're supposed to exactly. Yeah, it's like a side-scrolling beat 'em up. I think Urguys, was it Urguys? Urguys did the story mode thing better. But Tekken 3 had the doctor character, whatever his name is, Dr. Galukovic or whatever his name. I forget what the guy's name is. There was that for some reason I remember him being like a central character in that Tekken side-scrolling thing. Urguys was Boskanovich. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. That was it. Yep. And I feel like he was like a main character on that side-scrolling game. Your PlayStation was covered in dust? That's crazy. Didn't someone turn into a panther, though? Maybe. I've been off Tekken for too long. I don't recognize any of these characters. Yeah, Tekken nowadays looks a lot different from the previous Tekkens for sure. Ooh, what's this guy? Level 9? Yeah, that guy's serious. Are you gonna help? If you're gonna help, you're gonna help. You say you live in a desert? Word. Yeah, you should clean out your consoles. You don't want them to get full of dust, man. Tekken got a Street Fighter style one-button rage attack, so I'm super turned off now. Yes. I don't know. Atlanta is the home of Tekken. A lot of people in Atlanta love Tekken. I have a respect for Tekken because people around here play it a lot, and I've seen high level Tekken that unlike any other fighting game because I feel like I've been blessed with having so many Tekken heads near me that play the game at a very high level. Why is Tekken? I could not tell you. I don't know why. It's just where all the players play, and they stay up till like 6 in the morning. Tekken, Atlanta and Tekken is synonymous. They're just like peas in a pod. I mean, I've met the God players multiple times because they used to come to Final Round. Final Round was like the premier Southeast major for fighting games, and 2 years running, I think they were able to get both the Tekken players, the big boys, me and Nin, I think were their names. Anyway, they're really good. A lot of Detroit people move to Atlanta. All the top level players that I know, like Anakin and a bunch of local guys like Poke Chop. Poke Chop is another. He's hilarious. Those guys like live. They were Atlanta born and bred. Like they were born here. They live here. They die. They'll probably die here. Oh, what's this? Is this a secret? Did I find a secret? Was I able to actually climb under here? Was I supposed to be here? Oh, there was, but I can't get it. Thanks, game. Can't get it yet. Word. I mean, Wirt was making the reference. You guys, congratulations. You guys know music. That's why I said that they're up till like 6 in the morning. There's a reason, y'all. Wirt started this chain. You guys all are riding along with him. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. He wants to say it's one button because it's like a win button mechanic. That's what he's going for. Deadvec. I don't know if you guys are Tekken heads. I tried to teach Wirt how to play a fighting game once, and I think he enjoyed it. But we haven't played fighting games in a long time, and I kind of want to get Wirt into some fighting. Actually, if you guys are down, we can pick a fighting game if you guys want to play something. I wouldn't mind streaming like fighting games. It'd be fun. I feel like I maybe tried to show you Virtua Fighter. We may have been at John's place, and I was trying to show you Virtua Fighter 5. But we definitely played something. I want to lean on Virtua Fighter, but it could have been something else. Maybe it was Street Fighter. But yeah, we definitely... Okay, well. Cool, Spec Ops. I'm not going to touch that one. I'm not going to touch that one with a stick. A 5-inch pole, 5-foot pole. Oh, you got DB Fighters? Let's go. I probably need to buy that. I haven't bought that one yet.
Looks newer. Is it from the upper floors?
Whoa. Whoa. Look at this guy. Omni boy. Omni boy. Let's not go there. Let's not do that. I'm trying to be nice. I could say a lot about Smash. This will be a no salt zone. See, now y'all did it. Now Spec Ops is going off, trying to defend the game. Oh my goodness. Most fighting games, I do all the combo training and you're satisfied. Yeah, I mean there is some there is merit to getting better at the execution of a game. I mean, I would argue that you're not playing the full game. I mean, like, I could see why that would be satisfying because you're beating the game, right? Like you're doing it, you're learning the mechanics, you're teaching yourself. Like, word, I understand that. But you know, fighting games are best when you're playing against other players, right? Like, yeah, there's only so much the computer can do. Computers can be really cheap too, by the way. Computers can read your inputs and do all sorts of nasty stuff. But like, the fun of fighting games comes from playing an opponent. The competitive Smash community I've seen turn off all the things that made Smash fun for you. Collapsed apartment, word.
There's something behind that hiss barrier.
That hiss barrier. Yeah, that hiss barrier. If by best you mean completely nonsensical and trash, then yes, I agree. Oh no, 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 no! I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead, I'm dead. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. I'm dead. Alright, check it out. Has it really been that long? Oh, come on, game. Come on. Yeah, reading inputs is not fun. Thought you were hot. Guess what? You're not. We never figured out where that song was from. Andy knows where it's from, and I can never recall. Dead. You are dead. Oh, word. There's something out here. Is this just like an area to catch me from falling? Ooh, there's a treasure chest. Ooh, a piece of candy. Gimme. Okay, cool. But yeah, I mean, Smash is Smash. The one thing that Smash does, which is the reason why I think it deserves the respect, is because Smash is a love letter to video gamings. The problem I have with most fighting games is that you just get destroyed by someone who's been playing the series for 20 years. So Spec Ops, you are playing against jerk-offs. It is entirely possible to learn a game from zero, provided you put some time into it to learn the mechanics and the basics, but you should be playing with people that are trying to teach you. If you're playing against someone who is content with completely destroying you, then they're not a good player, for one, because they wouldn't be wrecking you so badly. Their goal should be to try to teach you the mechanics and to try to teach you ways to solve problems and to have a dialogue with you and say, hey, the reason why you keep failing on X, Y, or Z thing is because I'm using this mechanic against you. If you see me doing that, you should try to, X, Y, or Z back, whatever. If you're, the people who are playing Smash with you, the same way that you can play Smash from zero and pick it up, it's not the game, it's the people you're playing with. So yeah, I've found in my experience that if someone is just sitting there kicking your tail and they're not telling you what's happening and they're just like laughing because they're beating you, or they're just like keeping a stone cold face or whatever, that just means that the people you're playing with aren't being helpful and they're not trying to help you get better. Ooh, what's this? You just get edge guarded. Word. But that said, like I was saying, Smash. The thing about Smash in general that hidden location. Ooh, piece of candy. The thing I like about Smash is that it's a love letter to gaming in general. It is a very. Oh no, I knew that was going to happen. The game is very cool. And it's cool because it tries to jam years and years and years of information about video games, and it actually tries to like teach you. And the fact that they keep collabing with different game studios like Square and Sega and everyone else under the sun is a really neat thing that is super rare. Like you don't see that in a lot of game companies. You don't see a lot of game companies like give permission to use their characters in a huge cross-platform game like that. But for some reason, Sakurai and his boys were able to do it year after year. So that's cool. I saw this video of a guy teach a much less experienced player online how to punish without talking to them. It was magical. If you have a link to that, I would love to see that. You can share it on Discord or something. I would like to watch that later. Total Distortion. Ah, yeah, that's what it was called. Total Distortion. And a little bit for my fun. I like the Smash Ball. Thanks for it. I will say, me, and I'm sure lots of others, have learned about entire game series through characters being featured in Smash. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like that, I respect Smash as that. Like it was a really cool. Like this is just a love letter to gaming in general. So many series are featured. People learned about Mother. Nobody knew what Earthbound was before Smash. Apparently, I mean, I'm the only kid that knew about Earthbound, I guess. Who's this Lucas kid? But anyway, it's that I credit Smash for doing that. Mr. Game & Watch. Exactly, right. And again, the trophies were another big part of that too. The trophies actually had information about the game titles, where they were from, and people saw it. So like that, to me, that was important. Fire Emblem, yeah, great example. We never even seen a Fire Emblem until Smash. It's like, who's this Marth fellow? Why does he have a sword? And now it's like, why does 1/3 of the cast have swords? But that's neither here nor there. So it's not that I don't like Smash. The thing about Smash is that if you are talking in fighting game, oh hey look, it's Pope.
Emily, how did she get down here?
What are you doing out here, Pope? It's good. All right. So the thing about Smash, there's a phenomenon that happens with any popular thing. Smash is not the only property that this happens to. From my point of view, things like Smash are ruined by the fans. And what I mean by this is people who are a little bit too overzealous about the thing that they're into. Okay? Now, Smash, by the creator's admission, Smash is meant to be a party game, right? Now, party game, some people say that as a derogatory thing. I think it's a pretty apt description. Now, does that mean that there are no high-level mechanics? Absolutely not. Any Smash game, if you've played it, especially the later ones, are very meticulously designed. They have frame timings. There's all sorts of stuff that goes into making a Smash game feel solid, feel fun. But you could argue that in the traditional sense, Smash is not really a fighting game because the base game does not necessarily adhere to fighting game rules like how you would normally see in a 2D fighter and in some 3D fighters, right? Now, you can make Smash more like a traditional fighting game, and so that ties back into people who are overzealous about the game, right? Taking it really seriously. And so you can do things like, oh yeah, only so many characters you can choose from. Fox only, Final Destination, no items, blah blah blah. You can make the game more competitive by evening the field, both literally and metaphorically, right? But that is a reason why, for some people, it's not beat you to it. It's not really like a fighting game in the traditional sense, right? Just because you can change the options and mold it or whatever, blah blah blah, you can then make it more competitive. But then some people will just want to play the game however they want to play it, right? The quote unquote the way it was meant to be played, default settings, stocks with items, blah blah blah. So that is the reason why there's a lot of friction between traditional fighting game community and the rest of the Smash community. And that's why there's a very clear divide. Like, you can be a Smash player and just be a Smash player and only play Smash and do nothing else. Or you can play fighting games or choose one or two fighting games and play those and stick to those, right? You can go into details, the minutia. You can talk about mechanics. You can talk about why one version of a fighting game than the other. But yeah, Smash relishes in sort of evening the playing field with the chaos. A really unpopular decision that was in Smash Brothers Brawl was the random tripping, right? Random tripping is not something that you want to see in a competitive game, but it was baked into Smash Brawl. And the reasoning it was baked into it was because it was trying to increase the randomness to sort of make things that are unexpected happen. Just like items that are random. And yes, it's true that you can sort of affect the intensity, the amount, and even the types of things that spawn in. But default settings is there. Tripping, people hated tripping. People who were competitive, they hated tripping. Tripping is the worst thing ever. Why should you be punished for moving too much, right? Yeah, Smash is not a fighting game. In the purest sense, it is not a fighting game. I think it's a great party game. I think it has fighting type mechanics, but I would not call it a fighting game. There's a distinct delineation. That doesn't mean it's not a good game. That doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just not a fighting game. Now, you can argue all you want, but it's the unpopular opinion. For any person I'm coming from it from the distinct angle of I've been playing fighting games, since Street Fighter 2, I guess. Street Fighter 2 is probably the earliest one I played. Mortal Kombat, whatever. Mortal Kombat has its own problems. I'm not even going to bother that. But if we're talking like Japan-styled fighting games in the vein of Street Fighter 2, sure, yes, Jesse nailed it, I guess. Yeah, and Mario Party is completely random. They found out that you don't have any influence on the dice rolls on Mario Party. There's a RNG seed that is set at the start of the game, and you can't actually hit the dice. It's random. Every number is random. People have tried to do tasks for it to sort of you can adjust the RNG a little bit if you know where the starting point is, but they've done tests where it's like, yeah, you can't actually stop it on a specific number. So yeah, anyway, Smash isn't a bad game. It's fun, but there are legitimate reasons why I think people say it's not a fighting game.
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I called you down?
I'm pretty sure I did it.
Oh yeah, you did. You said it would be nice if you were here.
You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just talk
Jesse
about
said it.
synchronicity so we can get to work.
She said, I wish Pope was here.
Stride.
I remember.
The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is colliding with our world. I know, isn't it fascinating?
Fascinating?
I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond
She's so
this
excited
dimensional
about it.
container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire bureau.
No, that's not good.
Possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
Good.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy.
Anti-sympathy?
Don't worry. I'll look into it. Did you notice all the bureau infrastructure?
I did.
It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point.
The law of equivalent exchange.
I'd put money on it. That reminds me. Have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her.
I hope she's not dead.
The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
She's
That's
a
exactly
survivor.
what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here.
Pope, you're so excited
Have you
about
noticed how
this.
they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape.
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down.
I think we're on the clock.
See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
Okay, Pope. Word. Oh wait, this is a mini thing? Okay. I get it now. It's the same reasoning I think Blur is the best kart racer. All the power-ups are in specific places on every track. More realistic physics mean that you actually need to be a good driver to win. And every power-up can be countered just by driving a certain way. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into this game because I'm not familiar enough with it to say. But what you're describing seems pretty neat. Like how power-ups were specific and upgradable in DKR? Yes. DKR has the one where the vehicle switch types. The mechanic was dope. Well, the car, you had different maps in Diddy Kong Racing. And depending on what map you played, the vehicle would change. So it would switch between a plane, a car, and like a boat, I guess.
Maybe we should take that as a
I love how the Bureau seems like the weird
Take
mix
you for a quitter, Dr. Saba.
between super sophisticated and also hardly... Yes, okay. And the whole little checkpoint is a joke. Yep. Sometimes you could pick vehicle on the same map, I think. Yeah, I think there was checkpoints where it would maybe switch between one type of weapon to another. Or one type of vehicle to another. That's like saying a third-person shooter isn't a shooter because it's not a first-person shooter. Did they think about that? The point is there's two distinct genres there. One is a third-person shooter and one is a first-person shooter. What Smash thing? Bro, just trust me. The sources are trust me. Trust me, bro. The Smash thing. Bro, you play fighting games. I know you play fighting games, Vector, because you talked about them. I don't know how into your local fighting scene you are, but California has a lot of killers and a lot of different games. Yeah, I'm gonna say, man, like, how have you not heard about this? Like, I know you've heard about this. I know this is like common discourse at any tournament. It's a thing that happens. All right, well, I've had a blast. It's past midnight over here. I probably need to end the stream for tonight, but we made some good progress, so let me see how many points I got. This is turning out to be a little bit longer than I expected, but that's okay. It's not a bad thing. I just reset everything. Cool. I'm an idiot. I did it again. But that's okay because I have plenty of points to burn, so I don't even care. So while I redo all my points here, I appreciate you guys for watching. Yeah, we've been going for 3 hours here. Oh, thank you for the follow. This has been very fun. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. I don't know if we'll do it again tomorrow. We'll see how I'm feeling. But I will probably be picking this up. I want to prioritize finishing Control since this is the last major part of the game that I have to finish. So we're doing this. But yeah, we could talk about that later. I set up my thing so I could do voice chat now. on my other consoles. So if we do a fighting game, it'd be really cool. Something that you guys want to play. The best fighting game is the game that people want to play, right? I don't have a Discord. However, you can follow me on... I mean, I technically have a Discord. However, it's not my Discord. Well, it is my Discord, but it was like a Destiny Discord. Follow me on Twitter. Send me a message on there. And then we can coordinate. I'm sure we share enough Discords between us that we can figure it out. But yes, absolutely. We can talk about it. No ground slam. I don't want to increase my damage on that. That's nonsense. I need to get my shields up. Let's prioritize these first. Points. Goodbye, points. Goodbye, all my points. But yeah. If you guys have anybody that you want to raid here potentially, let's see who's online. Wow, what? Games Done Quick is playing Doom? What? Get out of here. I want to hit up whoever has the least amount of viewers because I like to help. You love to learn a fighting game that isn't Smash? Word. Maybe there's something free we can learn. I think we're going to hit up Yusuf again. Yusuf is playing his RPG. Yusuf is trying to finish Xenoblade. I wish him the best. He feels like he's losing viewership because he keeps playing a game that nobody is invested in. Let's show him that we at least are interested in watching him play. For whatever that's worth, right? After Nintendo made you pay for online, you gave up on that. Yeah, that was kind of a unfortunate dealio. Okay, I think I've adequately redone my points here. Tekken's a decent game. Tekken is a little hard to learn, especially Tekken 7. Despite appearing to be somewhat simple in terms of control scheme, the thing about Tekken that distinguishes it against other games is the movement is very precise. There's a lot of things you got to do to get your movement right in Tekken, and juggling, learning how to juggle, which just takes time and learning mechanics, right? But Tekken is not. You could do worse than Tekken. Tekken's actually pretty decent. A game to start learning, and there is a pretty healthy community on Tekken. So anyway, we're gonna hit up Yusuf. You don't have to stick around forever, but just say hi, make him feel special. Yusuf's a good guy. He's a very genuine dude. So and again, thank you guys again. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the raids. Oh my goodness, you guys have been ridiculous tonight. Thank you guys for watching, of course. And I'll let y'all know if I'm streaming again tomorrow. Like I said, I want to finish this quickly because I got Chicken Run to play, and Dead Vector won't leave me alone until I play Chicken Run 100%. And I'm not even kidding. Chicken Run is going to get played at some point because Dead Vector wants to see it so badly. Maybe I'll do a thing where I'll eat chicken wings while playing Chicken Run. Who knows? Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Good night. Sleep well. Adios.